To all you future Bear families out there, admission season for the 2024-2025 school year has officially begun. Online applications are live. Be sure to visit the admissions page of the school website, cathophigh.org/admissions, between now and November 17th to fill out your application. You can also visit the admissions page for all the important dates and information regarding upcoming events, such as fall game tours and next week's open house.
Bank of Zachary Game of the Week on LHSAA Network is ready to roll. Tonight, we bring you a clash in the capital city between two 5A heavyweights. There's a chill in the air and a district title's on the line. Good evening, everyone. Welcome in high atop Memorial Stadium. I'm Garrett Walbert alongside Derry Beckwith. We've got a great game for you this evening. The Zachary Broncos and the Catholic High Bears, and they're ready to decide a district title. This should be a great matchup between two very accomplished teams.
These are the two best teams in our area. Anytime a district championship is on the line, expect an exciting matchup.
Can't wait to see who ends up with the win this evening. Let's take a look at some players of note. These guys are going to make a difference in the ballgame. We'll start off with Trades Green, the high-profile wideout from Zachary.
He's a matchup nightmare. If you put a linebacker on him, they're too slow. You put a defensive back on them, they're too small. So expect a big game from Trades Green.
Also in the wide receiving core and a member of the secondary, Luke Wisham, who's a senior star for this team.
One of the leading tacklers on this team has 7 pass breakups. The guy can play hash to hash, so expect him to have make a lot of plays tonight.
Hudson Fuller's team, the Catholic High Bears, depend on a couple of very talented players, including Barry Remo, who has been just running it up against all the teams. They've won 5 in a row behind his rushing attack.
Barry Remo is Mr. Consistent. He's been doing it for a long time, so I expect him to be physical tonight and try to get that run game going.
One of the other benefactors for Catholic is their quarterback, Daniel Beal, who's been seeing starting time since his freshman season.
He's a field general. Last week he set a school record with 6 touchdown passes. The fans will be in a treat tonight watching Daniel Beal.
Beal's got great career numbers, over 7,000 yards and 93 touchdowns. The Bank of Zachary Game of the Week is coming at you live up next on the LHSAA Network.
Would you like something cold to drink?
Any minute, Grandma. Gotta finish my banking.
What kind of banking is that? I always do my banking face-to-face.
My bank lets me do everything online. I'm in their online education center, gonna land some financial aid for college.
But my bank treats me like family.
Oh, my bank has all the latest technology. I can even open up a new account online.
So where do you bank?
Bank of Zachary.
So do I.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
And who? This is the Bank of Zachary LHSAA Game of the Week. We're ready for kickoff. Catholic High won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so Sean Perrette ready to kick off for the Bears. Derry, both bands are here. Stands are filling up. This is going to be a great night for football.
It is. You cannot ask for any better night than tonight. Obviously, the weather's outstanding. Playing for a district championship, so both teams, I expect them to come out, play physical, fast, and smart and disciplined football.
Number 81, Tyson George, back deep for the Zachary Broncos. Looks like we're about ready to get underway. Zachary has just dominated district play under their coach, David Brewerton, since 2014. The Broncos are 46-4 in district play. That means he's got more undefeated seasons in league play than he has losses with 4. He told Derry and I earlier this week, if there's a title to win, his team wants to win it. Our opening kickoff is underway, and that is George going back, fields it at the 3. George with some room to run. He's at the 25 and brought down after a 22-yard gain. Good start for Zachary as their offense comes to the field. Let's go down to the third member of our team, and Spencer Barrett. Spencer.
Thanks, guys. This should be a great game tonight, and expect Bear Nation to get involved early and make it hard for Hudson Spangler and the Zachary offense to operate. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Spencer. The offense for Zachary averaging 42.5 points per game on the field. Hudson Spangler, their senior quarterback, 6'2", 197 pounds. Derry, he's a 63% passer, and does he have some targets to throw it up to?
And Coach Brewer to talk about, he is the gunslinger. He has a rocket arm. He has a lot of weapons to get it to.
Handoff, number 27, Cam Thomas, 5'10", 190 pounds senior. Let's take a look at our offense. Starters across the line for Zachary. Broussard and Nettie are back. They're both 3-year starters on the left side. Freddie Milliken, the senior center. Clifton Webb and KT Domino on the right side have both done very well starting in their first season for Coach Brewerton. That'll be 2nd and 3, ball on the 34-yard line. Spangler with the handoff again, trying to run over the right side, minimal gain. Thomas, a very good runner, 76 carries, 626 yards on the year, and 9 touchdowns. He'll be in the backfield. Your Catholic High defense on the line with Russo, Woods, and Moyes. Fleming Ricard on the line as well. Schramm, Moore, Wood, and Bradford through the middle. You'll see some talented guys in Spears, Coates, and Norman. Your Ronald Johnson Investments lineups. The general contractor, Ronald Johnson. Whether you plan it or you need plans, call Ronald Johnson Investments Commercial General Contractor today. 3rd and 2, big moment for Catholic's defense. The handoff to Thomas, bowls his way forward for a first down. That'll move the chains. So 3 handoffs to Thomas. If you can keep moving the sticks, why change what works?
That's a great run by Cameron Thomas. And Coach Brewerton talked about also they have 4 running backs that they're going to use tonight, and they will have a balanced attack on offense in the run and pass game.
This is the 10th season for Coach Brewerton at Zachary after coming over from Livonia. All 10 seasons his Broncos had played for the district title. There's Coach Brewerton, averaging 11.5 wins per season, a 4-time state champion with the Broncos. Fresh set of downs. Spangler thinks about it, keeps, gets up to the 40-yard line, and he is brought down. Tackle in the backfield by Lucas Schramm, the 6', 200-pound senior.
Yep.
Picked up 1 yard on the play. Spangler had a huge game for Zachary at West Monroe. He was 18 of 27 for 330 yards and 5 touchdowns. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody go into West Monroe and beat them at their place 48-7, but that was the final. Handoff in the backfield to Thomas. He's got room to run. He's across midfield. That'll move the chains.
And another great physical run by Cameron Thomas. This Zachary offensive line is doing a good job of putting a hat on a hat and getting great movement. Right here, he presses line of scrimmage, gets upfield, runs through a big hole. I think a Mack truck could have ran through the hole. Outstanding job by the Zachary offensive line.
Darrell Spears, the senior number 5, with the tackle for Catholic. Now 1st and 10, ball is on the Bears' 48-yard line. Thomas had the game of his life against Central in the win. 19 carries, 200 yards, and the touchdowns that he scored in the 4th quarter made the difference and got them the win. Spangler looking deep down the field, throws into double coverage, and it's intercepted by the Bears. First turnover on the ball game on our first drive. Still on his feet and making a nice run. Catholic High sends this one back up the field with Sam Norman's interception. 38 yards on the interception return for Norman, the 5'10 junior.
That's a great job that time by Sam Norman, tracking the football, catching it at its highest point, and also getting yards after the interception to put this offense in a great position.
For Hudson Spangler, this is week 10. That's just his 2nd interception of the season.
And one thing I saw on that play is that it looks like Catholic High is bracketing Trey Dez Green to make sure that he doesn't beat them deep.
Time to see the Catholic offense for the first time tonight. Ball on the 44-yard line. Daniel Beal, All-State last year at quarterback, 6'3", 195 pounds. He'll hand off to Barry Remo over the right side. Remo picks up a yard. Beal threw 6 touchdown passes, a school record at Catholic. That was last week in the big win over Scotlandville.
Absolutely, guy. He goes through his progressions, the 1, the 2, and the 3. He does a great job distributing the ball to all his playmakers on offense.
We talked about the targets for Zachary. A couple of great wide receivers for Catholic in Brooks and Bradley Wright, the twins, who are seniors. Here is Marcia Cotton, our head ref tonight. First penalty of the game belongs to Zachary. Let's take a closer look at the interception, Gary.
It's a great job right here. His first look, he tried to go to Trey Green. They have him bracketed. And you see right here, does a great job of Sam Norman tracking this ball, getting his head around, making the play, getting upfield, and getting yards. Outstanding play by that young man.
Another handoff to Remo, who is smothered in the backfield. Zachary's defense comes through there on second down. Ethan Veal.
And Coach Fuller talked about establishing the run game. Obviously, this offensive line for Catholic is...
Catholic with 2 substitutions. A couple of players come out. That's Hunter Ulrich, number 86, top of your screen. 5 wide set now. Beal surveying the line, just 3 down linemen for Zachary. They made the switch this year on defense and have been able to get pressure from numerous positions. Beal steps up in the pocket, fires a dart, and it's caught. Brooks Wright. Take a look at the starters quickly for the Catholic High Bears. Beal, Remo in the backfield, the Wright brothers at wideout, and then the offensive line, a couple of starters back in Jofrion, Thomasy, Marson in the middle, along with Napoli and Smith. Certainly a lot of size and experience for both of these offensive lines at the 5A level. That's brought to you by general contractor Ronald Johnson Investments. Staggered wide receivers, near side. That's Cohen LeBlanc now in motion, 5'10 junior. Pressure by Zachary. They flush Beal out of the pocket. He'll throw that out of bounds. Wise play by the senior. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bears.
That's a good job right there by Daniel Beal. Didn't see anything that looked like tried to get the screen to one of the Wright brothers. Bradley Wright didn't see anything. Did a great job, smart play, get the ball out of bounds and play for another down.
High snap. They'll put that in the gut of Remo. He's over the line of scrimmage and picks up 3 the hard way. Coach Brewerton told us the switch to 3-4 has been very good to them so far. His new coordinator, Matthew Zito, wanted to bring pressure from different parts of the field, and he felt like they were a bit undersized up front due to graduation. It's been a good move. They're giving up just 11 points on average.
Absolutely, Garrett. And in defense, when you're undersized, that's what you have to do. You have to bring pressure, bring different stunts from your D-line to get penetration and cause havoc in the backfield.
Now 3rd and 7 for Catholic. Ball on the 40. Whistle blows. Flag on the far side of the field. So a false start on the line for Catholic. That'll back them up now. 3rd and 12.
Brings up a 3rd and 12.
Daniel Beal, All-State last season. Coach Fuller told us Beal's dedication to hard work has really made him a winner. He got called up from JV as a freshman. Looks like a little screen to Remo. Still on his feet, dives forward. It'll depend on the spot, but on 3rd and 12, he might have gotten all 12.
That's a great play call. What do you do against an attacking defense? You set up the screenplay, and that's what they did to Bear. Remo got upfield. It looks like they got themselves in a manageable 4th and short.
Beal commanding the huddle. He backed up Landon O'Connor on that 2021 Catholic state title team. There's Remo. It's less than a yard to go. Remo with the direct snap. He's tackled in the backfield and brought down by Zachary. Michael Sepps, the outside linebacker, with the tackle. That's a huge play on defense. Kind of answers that interception we saw earlier by Catholic.
Well, look like they tried to get Bear Remo upfield, but great penetration by that Zachary defense. Stetson Bell did an outstanding job from the outside linebacker position to get penetration, get in the backfield, turnover downs, and get this ball back to Zachary's offense.
So 45, Stetson Bell with the stop on 4th down. That'll put the ball back in the hands of the Broncos. Spangler hands off, diving forward, and picking up positive yards is Cameron Thomas. I think Thomas got on everybody's radar a year ago in the game against John Curtis when he piled up 190 yards and helped them get a big win. Coach Brewerton's team, 8-0 on the season. Speaking of John Curtis, their earlier game with Curtis to start the year, there was a scheduling snafu, so they've only played 8 games here coming into week 10. Spangler, 2nd and 5, throws down the field. That one's caught and pushed into the boundary for the first down. First time tonight we've seen Trades Green, the 6'8", 230-pound senior. He's a matchup nightmare.
Right here, Trades Green's in the slot. Looks like he runs a nice out route. I am so impressed by this guy to be that size, to be able to get in out of his breaks is incredible.
Jacob Bradford, who was guarding him, is 6'1". That's not a small corner.
Like I said, the guy is a matchup problem. If you put a corner on corner, they're too small. A linebacker, they're too slow. This guy's a phenomenal football player.
Green plays football and basketball. He's an LSU commit. Thomas falls on a fumble. A little over 4 minutes remaining.
Great penetration by Catholic out that time, getting the backfield. Got forced to fumble, just wasn't able to fall on it.
I think that was Bradford for Catholic who poked it loose. Loss of a yard on the play, now 2nd and 11 for the Broncos. Spangler steps back. That one's knocked free. I don't know if Cameron Thomas was in the act of the catch or not. They'll rule it incomplete.
That's a great job by Colin Coates coming up from his safety position. He reads it, slices through the offense, makes a great play on the ball. Outstanding play by safety Colin Coates.
Colin Coates with the tackle, knocked that ball loose. 5'11" senior. Now 3rd and long. Zachary needs 11 yards. 3 wides, bottom of your screen. Spangler goes far side, just throws this one up for Green, but overthrows his 6'8" wide receiver.
That's a great stance by the Catholic defense. Even on that play, you see they have a corner underneath and a safety over the top to back and trade this Green to make sure that he doesn't beat them over the top.
Number 92, Ryan Burns out to punt for Zachary. 6 foot, 175-pound junior. Back deep, Jacob Bradford. They get this one away. Bradford will not field it. That one's going to roll for Zachary inside the 10. And picked up. 38 yards on the punt. Hudson Fuller in his first year with Catholic, but he has returned after the offensive coordinator position he held from 2017 to 2019. He did a great job at West Feliciana, had them in the semifinals a year ago. He was the district coach of the year and a great, great option for Catholic when they were looking for a new coach. Absolutely,
he's done a phenomenal job. Obviously, you know the history of Catholic with Dale Warner. He kind of set the foundation for Catholic, and all Hudson Fuller's doing is carrying on that legacy and then making sure Catholic continues to be a great football program.
That 2019 Catholic team set the school record for most points ever, 552 on the season and a state championship. This one's knocked free, a dangerous pass by Beal inside his own end zone. He had a foot or two across the goal line when he let that one go. Ethan Beal and a teammate having fun, Stetson Bell.
Daniel Beal is a great job, a great runner. They're trying to get him on the run as well, but great pressure again by Zachary. Again, like Coach Brewerton said, they're going to try to bring pressure up the middle against his inexperienced Catholic offensive line.
Now 2nd and 10 from the 8. Safe play to Remo, turns the corner on the right side. He's over the 15. Let's see the official spot. That should be enough for the first down. 10 yards on the pickup by Barry Remo.
And the best answer for an inexperienced offensive lineman is having a great running back, and that's what Barry Remo is. He gets upfield, uses his eyes well, gets behind his pads, and gets for that first down for Catholic offense.
Remo, a 5'9", 185-pound senior, came in with 109 carries, 715 yards, and 10 touchdowns in the regular season. He's a guy who averages over 6 yards a clip. 2 men in the backfield, Remo through defenders, up and over the 20-yard line.
And this Catholic offense is extremely efficient on first and second down. Coach Brewerton talked about that for the Zachary High defense. That was one of the keys to make sure that they limit the amount of yards that this offense, Catholic High offense, gets on first and second down.
Now Jeremy Fisher in the game, a 5'10", 172-pound junior. 2nd and 7 for the Bears. Fisher takes the handoff and gets crushed at the line. Very physical tackle there by Cam Peterson. And that's who Spencer Barrett, our sideline reporter, talked about earlier. One of the emotional leaders for this team. Started several games last season, but he has really come on big time. 6 foot 210 in his final year with Zachary.
Garrett, anytime an inside linebacker wears a cowboy collar, you know he's the real deal.
Now 3rd and 6. Catholic trying to keep the drive alive. Beal. Through his progressions, he's forced out again. He'll just take it to the sideline. The initial pressure looked to be coming from number 94, Jeffrey Lawson, a senior D lineman.
And this is what Zachary High defense wants to do. They want to get Catholic High in a 3rd and long situation to bring that extra blitzer, and that's what they did. And again, they're forcing the punt to get this ball back into the offensive hands.
Couple of options at punter for Catholic. Sean Perrette has handled some of those. He averages 35 yards. This is Tanner Forbes, a 5'10" sophomore. He also handles extra points. Trying to get one away here. Ty George doesn't want anything to do with that one. That ball lands at the 45-yard line of Zachary. 32 yards on the punt by Forbes. Pretty good field position coming up now for Zachary. We've seen both teams kind of primarily run the ball here. What are we looking at for Zachary with about 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter?
I think they're doing a great job running the football, especially with their running back. He's doing an outstanding job of picking up yards, doing an outstanding job. So I wouldn't get away from the run game. Don't try to force feed Tre'Davious Green. Make sure let the game come to you. And I think they're doing a good job of moving the football. I think on the last drive they tried to force feed Tre'Davious Green, continue to run the football and pick up yards.
This is Nate James who get his first carry of the ball game. James, 5'5", 150 pounds in his junior season. Averages almost 8 yards a carry.
And again, this Coach Brewerton talks about they use 4 running backs. Again, great job of this Catholic High defense, getting penetration, getting off of blocks, and that's going to be a key, especially a team that has 4 fresh running backs. This Catholic High defense is going to make sure that they have to be physical at the line of scrimmage.
James picked up 1 yard on the carry. Solid stop by Lucas Schramm. Schramm roving. Spangler on the roll, looking for the open man, and he's got him. Catch made on the near sideline. That should be enough for the first down. Jaden Cockerham, junior wide receiver, with his first catch of the ball game.
It's a good job by Spangler on the rollout, keeping his eyes down the field, not being rattled by the pressure. Gets the ball to Cockerham. Right physical run at the end to get that first down for Zachary.
Spangler for Zachary is a pretty accurate passer, 63% on the season, came in with 12 touchdowns. He does have 1 interception already in the ballgame. So a fresh set of downs and the ball on the 43-yard line. Trip wide receivers, top of your screen. Spangler with some pressure, throws this one up, a 50-50 ball. And overrunning that one just a little bit, though a flag comes out late. That ball intended for Tyson George, the senior wideout.
I know so much of the attention goes to Tre'Davious Green, but Tyson George is actually the leading receiver on this football team.
George with over 550 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns on the year. Nice to have an option that averages 16 yards a catch.
Zachary's offense is so balanced. Obviously, you have 4 running backs. You have 2 receivers. That's over 1,400 yards receivers. It has to be a luxury for Coach Brewerton and Zachary.
So it'll remain first down, but now 15 yards to go for Zachary.
The passing interference will be offset by a false start by Zachary. Reclaim it down.
Look like they called an offset penalty, pass interference on the offense and the defense. Offset penalty, replay first down. My apologies, illegal procedure on Zachary's offense.
So Spangler back on first down, ball on the 43. This is a handoff, running past the right guard and picking up 4 yards the hard way. Under 30 seconds remaining in our first quarter.
Again, looks like they come down with that trap play when Nate James gets up the field. They fold in that H-back to get up to that second level to the linebacker and do a great job of picking up 7 yards on that play.
Zachary will let the final 10 seconds run off the clock. Our district showdown is going to take a quick little break. The Bank of Zachary LHSAA Game of the Week coming to you next. Catholic and Zachary, second quarter on deck when we return.
Is the labor shortage wreaking havoc on your cleaning company? Has the increased cost of labor made you second guess using your own staff? At Janny King, the King of Clean, we have a solution for you. You shouldn't have to worry about the cleaning of your facility. Let Janny King take the cleaning of your business off your list and put it on ours. Let us use our 35 plus years of experience to keep your business clean. Don't wait. Go to JannyKingCleans.com and let Janny King do our job so you can do yours.
Janny King, the King of Clean.
Not interested in the game?
Sure, I'm just applying for a loan from my bank.
I'm a little bit old-fashioned, but we go into the bank, the people there are great.
It's all about the technology. See my bank's new online branch? I don't need to go in. I can just do it from here.
Yeah, but at my bank, there's always somebody there to help you in person.
Well, my bank's just a call away.
Well, who do you bank with?
Bank of Zachary.
That's funny. That's my bank.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
I handle trauma on the move. I make the difference.
Do you have what it takes? We spin up and move out. Every second counts. Who's in?
I was here for Harvey, Laura, Delta, and Ida, and I'll be here for the next disaster. Are you coming?
Cajun values family. We've been a family business for over 40 years, so we take a lot of pride in being a family-oriented company.
All of Cajun's values are born out of passion. Whether we're offering EPC, general construction, or specialty services, our customers have no doubt we will execute every job with safety, quality, and integrity.
The Bank of Zachary Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network. Scoreless to start the second quarter. A run up the middle by Zachary on second down. They needed 4 yards to move the chains, and they have done so. Again, Cam Thomas has pretty much been positive yards every time he touched the ball.
Absolutely. You see the game plan from Zachary offense is to be physical and have this offensive lineman lean on this defensive lineman from Catholic High, and they're running the ball successfully on first down.
Zachary's offense has really been rolling. They've scored 7 touchdowns in 5 of their last 6 games, all behind Hudson Spangler and Cam Thomas. First and 10 on the 27-yard line. Thomas powers the pile forward, up to the 25. You know, Derry, the Broncos have produced some of the state's best signal callers under Coach Brewerton. 6 of the last 9 All-State quarterbacks in 5A have been from Zachary. You remember Lindsey Scott twice, Keelan Brown 3 times, and then last year Eli Holstein. He was named the 5A Offensive MVP.
And Coach Brewerton talked about that. The reason they're so successful and been so good consistently is because his staff does not have a lot of turnover. These coaches have been around Coach Brewerton for a long time and establishes a great culture for the Zachary High football team.
Second and 7, play action. That one's through the fingertips of the senior Tyson George.
And that's one Tyson George who rarely drops, and he wish he could have that one back.
He might be in the end zone right now.
Right here's the RPO. He gets his hot route, gets a slant, just drops it, then looking in. I know he heard footsteps and got alligator arms, and that's tough to catch. It's easier said than done, but I'm pretty sure they will go back to Tyson George at some point in this game.
George, a really fantastic wide receiver throughout his career for Zachary. Had 2 touchdown catches in that big win up at West Monroe. Also very dangerous in the kick return game. So Spangler on 3rd and 7 in the shotgun, man in the backfield. He'll hand off to Cameron Thomas. Thomas can turn the corner, and he's up the far sideline. That was too easy for Zachary.
Right here they use Cameron Thomas on his sweep. He gets outside. Great seal by their right tackle. He gets a field, gets the first down, almost gets in the end zone. He is running the ball with a lot of force tonight.
He's in the Cajun Industries red zone. We grow our people to grow our company. 15-yard gain there on the first down pickup by Cameron Thomas. He now has 9 carries for 55 yards. We're only about 13 or 14 minutes into the game. He's over the 5 and finally brought down by a host of Catholic defenders. Thomas has 9 touchdowns on the year, averages 8 yards a carry.
He's not a big guy, but he runs extremely hard, extremely physical. He's patient. Even on that last one, he did a nice stutter step to find his hole, picked his gap, and got upfield.
Coach Brewerton looking at 2nd and 4. His guys on the 4-yard line. Thomas split out wide this time. Spangler with the keeper. They had a fingertip on him and brought him down. Nice play call, but they can't execute it. R.J. Fleming Ricard, the sophomore, in the backfield.
That's a great job by R.J. Fleming Ricard. If he does not make that play, that's a touchdown for Zachary. Got him with his fingertips to let you know how strong this young man's hands are. Outstanding play by R.J. Fleming Ricard.
Ricard, 6'3", 178 pounds as a sophomore. Now 3rd and goal from the 3. Spangler picked up 1 yard on the scamper. A little too far away to just power it in. Catholic looks to have 7 in the box. Here's the handoff to Thomas. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Zachary. The Broncos score first from 3 yards out. Broncos fans with a lot to cheer about here at the start of the second.
Great job right here by Cameron Thomas. They bring the H back in for that trap play. They have had a lot of success on that trap play tonight. Cameron Thomas was the workhorse on that drive. He's rewarded with the touchdown.
I think it was number 47, Trenton Peterson, the 6', 250-pound senior that did some of the heavy lifting on the block. Extra point is up and away on that drive. 9 plays, 54 yards, and 4:24 off the clock. Zachary with the 7-0 lead. This is banking the way you want. The oldest chartered financial institution in East Baton Rouge Parish, the Bank of Zachary, open since 1904, almost 120 years of business. And Cajun Industries, we grow our people to grow our company. Also brought to you by Ronald Johnson, General Contract Investments. Whether you planned it or you need plans, call Ronald Johnson Investments Commercial General Contractor today. Chilly night, we're in the upper 50s at kickoff, but only 3 or 4 mile an hour winds, so that's not really affecting the passing game right now. What a great answer drive by Zachary to get on the board first.
And one thing they did, they milked the clock to keep this explosive offense and Daniel Bill off the field. So great job by Zachary offense. Let's see if Catholic can return the favor.
Here's the kick. Brooks Wright is back deep. That one's fielded at the 7-yard line, but he had his knee on the ground. So backed up pretty deep will be the Catholic High Bears. You know, Derry, the only school to play in more Division I state title games than Zachary the last decade is Catholic. Bears won it all under Dale Weiner in 2015, and then they played in 5 straight from 2017 to 2021, winning 3 of those.
That's just a testament for both programs, a testament to these student athletes, the dedication and the commitment that they put in a day in and day out basis.
Senior wide receiver Brooks Wright there, a UL commit to play baseball for the Cajuns. Right-handed pitcher and an outfielder. He's got 10 touchdown catches on the year. So Beal with the handoff to Remo. He's over the 5. Zachary playing it safe. Not a lot of room to run for Catholic here. Remo's had some big games as of late. 75 yards and a touchdown against Woodlawn. That was only on 13 carries. Against Central, we talked about how he was approaching 200 yards and had 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. Only had 7 carries against Liberty, but went off for 62 yards and an easy win. Handoff, that might have been Ryland Parker getting into the ball game. No, this is to Bradley Wright, the senior.
Looks like that time they had Bradley Wright lined up in the slot and motion in the backfield trying to get a run play. One thing Catholic, I see what they're doing on offense, they're spreading Zachary out to see if they can establish a run game and then make sure that Zachary gets a person out of the box to make sure they get a hat-on-hat and try to establish a run game.
3rd and long. Catholic needs to get to the 16-yard line to keep the drive alive. They'll go 3 wide at the bottom of your screen. Beal rolls out, near side. He's got blockers. Beal's going to keep it himself, and he's pushed out before the 10. Everything going right for Zachary on defense right now.
That's a great job by Zachary defense. Right here, they had trips right. They call it a flood route where they flood the zone. Obviously, it was covered. Great job by the Zachary defense. And again, they're going to get this ball back into the offensive hands to see if they can milk the clock and establish a run game again.
Number 44, the inside linebacker, Michael Sepps with the pressure and the tackle. Ty George back deep to receive for Zachary. He's at about the 42-yard line of Catholic. They get the punt away. It's high and short and bounces between the 30 and 35. Great field position now for Zachary, looking to add to their 7-0 lead, just 24 yards on the punt. I wouldn't punt to Ty George either. I want to see him get loose, though. We are fans of both these teams. We want to see the student athletes shine here on this big stage.
This is a big series for this Catholic High defense. They're going to have to man up, make a play, and make sure that they can limit this run game from Zachary, because right now, this big offensive lineman from Zachary is leaning on Catholic High defense right now.
Nate James in the backfield. Hudson Spangler in the shotgun. That's Tradez Green. Bottom of your screen. Green over the middle. Reels it in. Trying to wait for the blocking to set up. Picks up about 7 or 8 yards. Green came in with 28 catches for 550 yards.
And people at home may think this is a pass play. It was actually a glorified run play. All they did was motion it back out the backfield, get a blocker, and see if they get Tradez Green on up the field and make a play. And that's what they did. Outstanding play call on first down.
Green averages 20 yards per catch. Coach Brewerton said he draws a lot of attention. Young man's averaging about 4 catches and almost 1 touchdown per game. Here's James up the middle. And it looks like he has enough for the first down. Approaching the red zone of Catholic. You know, Derry, last year the Broncos won 10 games, made the semifinals. Kind of considered a down season for Zachary. That's the expectation level now for the Broncos, where you win big, and then that kind of becomes next year's quota.
That's incredible. 10 wins, you lose in the semifinals to get to the Dome, and that's a down year. That just shows you the upper echelon of Zachary and how great this program has been.
They routinely beat big-name teams. They took down Sanoma, West Monroe, and Southside in the playoffs last year. Ended up losing to the state champion Ruston, 37-22. Beal looking for the end zone. Oh, overhit the stretched hands of Christian Brooks. Don't know if there was a little contact there that slowed down his momentum.
Spangler had the matchup that he wanted. Obviously, he had Brooks at the bottom of the screen on man-to-man coverage. Looks off the safety, goes deep, just a little overshoots just a little bit. Wish he could have that one back.
Like the play calling on first down. You got some room to let the wide receivers get loose. Ball's on the 22-yard line. Maybe we'll see another throw here from Spangler. 2nd and 10 coming up. This offense averaging 42 points a game. The handoff to James around the right side. Positive yards, and they are in the Cajun Industries red zone. James came in. He's gotten a lot of carries, 63 on the year. Now over 500 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns for the junior. Again, James averaging almost 8 yards per carry.
I do believe this is 4th down territory for Zachary, even though they are in field goal position, but I do believe this is 4th down territory for the Zachary offense.
Ball's on the 19-yard line. They need 7 to move the sticks. James takes out one of the defensive backs and is knocked backwards. Finally, they stop his momentum. That's calling coach, but Nate James laid the wood.
And then let you know, Coach Brewer's mindset. They run the football right here on 3rd and long, knowing that if they didn't get it, they were going for it on 4th down. But nice physical run by Nate James.
You're right, 4th down territory. Zachary needs 1 yard. Who's in the backfield? The spot from the official coming in on the far sideline looks to be enough. It's the senior, Tyson George. They may have to come out and measure.
Looks like they didn't get as much push as they wanted to on that play. Catholic did a good job of standing up the offensive lineman.
And with a generous spot, Zachary gets a first down.
The PA announcer just said, with a generous spot, Zachary gets the first down. Maybe some rooting allegiances here in the press box.
I do feel like that could have been a measurement because it didn't seem like I said, didn't get a lot of push. But again, the Zachary offense is like a well-oiled machine. They continue to drive the football down the field with a nice physical run by Nate James.
Broncos with the ball at the 12-yard line of Catholic. Here's James. James wrapped up in the backfield and brought down. Nice play, the penetration there by R.J. Fleming Ricard. Several times tonight we've called his name. That sophomore has a nose for the ball.
Absolutely, he's a great looking linebacker. Like you said, the 2nd time he's been in the backfield tonight. Had opportunity to watch him play last week against Schuylerville. He made a lot of plays. He gets off the ball extremely fast, uses his hands well. He also has a club on his hand to let you know how good he still is with having one hand, able to get off the block, get engaged with the offensive lineman, and make a play.
Spangler checking the defense, looking at 2nd and 10 from the 12. 2 wide set, top of your screen. He'll go near side into the corner. Catch is made, waiting for the call. No, they'll say he's out of the end zone. Tradez Green came down with it, but couldn't bring a foot into the end zone.
That's a great job by Catholic secondary of pushing Tradez Green to the sideline and forcing him out of bounds. And they do a great job. As a DB, you're taught to make sure you force that wide receiver out of bounds. Back to the ball, did a great job. Just 1 foot on line. It was a close call.
Love that play call, though. Keep throwing it up. Hudson Spangler, 3 of 8 tonight with an interception, 32 yards. This is 3rd and 10. Far sideline. They'll make the catch, cut it back up over the 5. And I think it's going to be 4th and 1. And whether it's Cam Thomas or Nate James, they certainly have enough power in the backfield to pick it up.
Nice rollout right here. DJ Franklin's wide open right there in the flats. Gets the ball, turns it upfield for a 4th and short. Looks like Zachary is going to go for this.
That was Durain DJ Franklin, the 6'3 senior wide receiver. Cam Thomas in the backfield, 5'10", 190. Can he pick up 1 yard? Hand off to Thomas. Wrapped up, drug backwards, and a turnover on downs by Catholic's defense. Oliver Sabine, the junior, with the tackle for loss.
Great job by 95 Oliver Sabine to get in the backfield, getting off the block. Outstanding play by that young man to get this defense off the field. And like I said, Coach Fuller talked about that. They have to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down, and that's what they did. Outstanding play by that young man.
Sabine is also on the wrestling team for Catholic. He had a breakout game against Liberty with 3 sacks.
And Benny Logan, who's a former All-American at LSU, is the D-line coach of Zachary. He should be extremely proud on that last play.
Catholic forces the turnover on downs. They'll take over on the 5-yard line. Nice little pass in the backfield by Beal on the money, and a short gain on the catch by Cohen LeBlanc. LeBlanc's a 5'10" junior, averages 11 yards per catch.
I think right before the half, Catholic wants to get something going. Obviously, you have an elite quarterback in Daniel Beal, so you should feel confident to push the ball down the field and see if they can make something happen.
2 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7. Beal's got time to throw. Goes over the top of the defense. Stretched out is Brooks Wright, but he just overthrew him. Wright was approaching the 50-yard line.
This is a great job. They try to get Brooks Wright on a stutter and go. Just overshot him just a tad bit. Brooks Wright is that deep threat. He is a great looking prospect. And also, don't forget his twin brother as well, Bradley Wright, who was kind of like a possession receiver. Those guys are incredible athletes on the edge for Catholic High offense.
Catholic now looking at 3rd and long from the 7-yard line. They need to reach the 14. 5 wide set, empty backfield. Beal doesn't need a 40-yarder, just got to pick one up. They throw to the slot. That catch is made by Cohen LeBlanc. He's over the 30, over the 40. LeBlanc's got room to run. That'll ignite this Catholic crowd at Memorial Stadium. 57 yards on the pickup.
Great job right there by Daniel Beal. Here's his hot route. Obviously, the linebacker blitzes. The receiver replaces where the linebacker comes from. Great job of getting upfield. An outstanding running catch by Lawson Judge.
Coach Fuller and his staff with a fantastic play call. Ball now on the 35-yard line of Zachary. Catholic with a trick play. Here's the flea flicker into the corner, and the pass is not on the money. That intended for the junior wideout, Amari Clayton.
Don't really typically like that call. Obviously, you have Daniel Beal. I get what they're trying to do, trying to get their Zachary defense on their heels. But you have a quarterback like Daniel Beal in this situation, keep the ball in his hands. Obviously, get a bubble screen. They give it to Lawson Judge, see if he can get it down the field. Was nothing there. That could have been a disaster. Good thing it was incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 from the 35. 10 on the play clock. That one back into the hands of Beal. All he can do is take a loss of 2. Pressure in the backfield by Ethan Veal of Zachary. Sometimes you just got to go with the safe play, right?
Absolutely. Wasn't able to grab it, got down and avoided again another fumble. But it goes back to that previous play call. I wouldn't have done that, and now you put yourself in a position where it's 3rd and long against a blitzing defense.
3rd and 13 for the Bears. 7 in the box for Zachary. Here's the pressure. Beal steps up, goes down the field. LeBlanc can't hold on to it. He was forced out of bounds. So 4th and very long coming up for the orange and black.
Again, Zachary blames pressure again on this play. They flush Daniel Beal out the pocket. The back end is covered. Nowhere to go. Throws about out of bounds. Great play by the Zachary defense.
With 1:24 remaining in the half, Catholic set up to punt. Forbes gets that one away. Takes a roll inside the 15-yard line. And the Bears were able to move the ball down the field, but the defense will try and finish it out. Hey, join us on Sunday morning for the LHSAA Football Bracket Release Show, 11 a.m. live on the LHSAA YouTube channel. Can't wait to take a look at all 8 brackets. We're going to have footage, we're going to have all kinds of inside information, and it's just one of the best days in LHSAA action of the year. The postseason ready to get underway next weekend. Zachary takes over on their own 13-yard line, handoff in the backfield. Stays in bounds to let the clock run. That's Cameron Thomas. 26 yards on that last punt. We've gone inside a minute. Pass into the flats. Caught by George. George stays in bounds. Catholic trailing him. He's finally tackled at the 40.
Great job right here by Tyson George. Bubble screen, gets up the field. Nice run after the catch. And now it looks like Zachary has something going on offense. Almost stepped out of bounds, but great job of getting his foot, keeping his foot in bounds and picking up the first down for Zachary.
Coach Brewerton's team, as timeout is called, has 40 seconds. Maybe if you can pick up 10 or 15 more yards, you can get into a Hail Mary situation. The Bank of Zachary brings you the game of the week. Bank of Zachary, the oldest chartered financial institution in East Baton Rouge, open since 1904, almost 120 years in business. Also, tonight's game brought to you by Cajun Industries. We grow our people to grow our company. Broncos come back out on the field with a 7-0 lead, 40 seconds remaining. Are you comfortable going to the half just 7, or are you looking for a little more here if you're a Broncos fan?
No, you can never get comfortable in a game like this. And this is a luxury of having a receiver like Trey Green, who's 6'6", throw the ball down the field, see if you get a completion or possibly a pass interference.
Spangler, far sideline. That was intended for Trey Green, but it's an incomplete pass.
Second down for Broncos.
Clock frozen at 36. Zachary, 8-0 on the year. One of just 11 undefeated teams remains in all of Louisiana high school football. They'll go 5, make it 4 wide here, man in the backfield. Handoff to Thomas up the middle. He's over the 45 and just shy of midfield. Whistles blow. Another timeout has been called in our game. Zachary has 1 timeout remaining now after calling this most recent one.
To our prospective students and parents, for the 129 years since its founding,
See if they can maybe pick up the first down, see if they try to run the football, pick up another first down, get a timeout. But like, if you do have somebody like Trey Green, I would try to throw the ball downfield. Don't be too conservative. The guy's 6'5", 6'6". He's a basketball player, so he's able to box out and see if he can make a play on the ball.
We've got a great halftime show coming up for you. We hope you'll stay with us. We'll get a chance to see the high school spotlight and view highlights and players from all across the great state of Louisiana. And then we'll also catch up with an LSU legend who is now in control of his own high school team. Rohan Davey sat down with our cameras and talks about the run he's making as a first-year coach in the Baton Rouge area. 30 seconds remaining in our ball game. 3rd down and 2. Over the middle, Spangler intended for Trey Green. It's off his fingertips. That'll stop the clock at 25 seconds. And I wasn't expecting it with only a minute and a half left, but it looks like Zachary might have to punt the ball away here.
Absolutely. Try to get the ball to Trey Green on that play right off his fingertips. Wasn't able to get the first down. Going to punt the ball, but I expect Catholic High to take a knee and go into halftime and try to regroup offensively.
Jacob Bradford back deep. This punt is blocked. Catholic's going to end up with great field position. They pick it up at the 40, and there's room to run. Catholic heading into the end zone. A touchdown for the Bears. I think that's Harrison Kidder. And now Catholic with a chance to tie it up.
Great job by this Catholic High punt return, getting upfield, getting a block, outstanding play, picks up the ball. Harrison Kidder gets upfield, gets to the end zone. I know that young man and his parents are extremely happy. In a game like this, special teams is key. And right now, Catholic High has the advantage.
If the ball had gotten away and it was muffed, you wouldn't have a chance to do that. But the fact that it was blocked, he rumbled 40 yards on that play to tie up our ball game. Sophomore linebacker Harrison Kidder on special teams might have just made the play of his life.
And that's what makes their great teams great. They're good at all phases, offense, defense, and special teams. And that's something that Coach Fuller prides himself on. If you can remember those old Frank Beamer teams at Virginia Tech, they're really good at special teams. That's how they're able to win a lot of football games. And Catholic High put themselves in a prime position to go into halftime, tied up 7-7, even though their offense couldn't produce a touchdown, but the special teams were able to get in the end zone.
Last year, Catholic on the road at Zachary got the win. I believe it was 24-21. Now Catholic here on their turf, playing big on special teams. They'll kick off with just 11 seconds remaining in our first half. When I saw the 11, I did a double take for Catholic. I'm like, there's no way that's Daniel Beal. I mean,
he does it all. He does it all, Garrett.
Squib kick inside the 40 and fielded by Zachary. What a turn of events in the favor of the Catholic High Bears.
Two offenses who can score points, but yet we're going to halftime 7-7. So when you play for a championship, it's always going to be physical, always going to be intense and low scoring. So great job by both teams in this first half.
Tyson George, number 81, back at the 30-yard line. Looks like they're just going to take a knee and roll out the clock here to end the second quarter. Snap to Spangler. And a touchdown apiece for these two 5A Titans in Baton Rouge. 7-7, Zachary and Catholic. Pretty good game so far. Again, great halftime show coming up. We'll hear from Rohan Davey. And we'll also have the high school spotlight. Got an opportunity to talk with Coach Brewerton. Spencer Barrett chasing him down now. Let's go down to Spencer.
Coach Brew, I mean, obviously a little bit of a blunder there at the end of the half, but I mean, your defense has been really putting the pressure to Beal and Catholic, huh?
Yeah, I would say so. And then you got an embarrassing moment at the end of the first half where we don't close that out. Ridiculous. But yeah, I thought our defense played well tonight.
You talked about earlier in the week limiting them to second and long scenarios. How pleased have you been with your defense, specifically Cam Peterson? He's been all over the place tonight.
Yeah, very pleased with him so far, and we got to produce on offense when we have opportunities to get in the end zone, and we did a bad job of that.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
Halftime is ready to roll here at Memorial Stadium. 7-7, Zachary and Catholic. Stay with us. More of the Bank of Zachary Game of the Week when we return.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, Our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Hey, you working through lunch? No, I'm applying for a mortgage from my bank. Why don't you just go in? My bank helped me through the entire process. It's convenient. I can get an approval in minutes. But there's so many mortgages out there. My bank helped me narrow it down, and they're local. My bank offers an online chat if I have any questions. So where is this bank? Right here. Bank of Zachary. That's my bank too.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
The Ochsner LHSAA Prep Football Classic, the marquee event of the high school sports season, is coming to Yearview. 8 title games from December 7th to December 9th at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. You're not going to want to miss it, as we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of every touchdown and championship moment. The 2023 Prep Classic, brought to you by the LHSAA Network on Yearview.
It's halftime at the Bank of Zachary Game of the Week. Catholic and Zachary tied at 7 apiece. Here's a great opportunity to take a look around the great state of Louisiana. High school football highlights from the Pelican State. Let's roll your high school spotlight. This is your high school spotlight presented by the LHSAA Network. With 1 weekend remaining in the regular season, football programs across the state are gearing up for rivalry games and district showdowns. Acadiana faced a tough task at home last week, hosting undefeated Karen Crow and their sophomore quarterback Chance Babineau. Rams quarterback Caden DeBetta threw a Hail Mary before the half, and junior wide receiver Jaden Bessard got behind the defense for the catch, sprinting in for a 70-yard touchdown. With a minute remaining and Acadiana trailing 26-21, DeBetta threw to his younger brother Colin, and the freshman wideout stormed into the end zone for the winning score, serving Karen Crow their first defeat of the season.
We faced a lot of adversity in that game. I thought we had a bunch of penalties in the first half that called some runs and different stuff back. We had a punt return called back. We had a long, 80-yard run called back. I thought we played extremely hard. Best coach in the world. If we can clean up the penalties, we can compete with anybody. But I'm just glad we competed, made a big play at the end. The better for the winning touchdown was a hell of a play.
I knew we were gonna come back and win this game. I had faith in our team. When we called that play, I saw the post was covered, the line was collapsed, the O-line's collapsed, and pockets collapsed. And I just stepped off, saw my brother. And as soon as he caught the ball, I knew it was a touchdown. It's just like chemistry we have. So it was very grateful. I'm very grateful to be able to play with him on this field. So it's very awesome.
Special. We've been talking about it our whole lives. Him just throwing touchdowns to me in high school, college, maybe even the pros. It's just always been a big thing of ours, and to see it finally happen, it's just amazing.
Vermilion Catholic earned the state's #1 seed in a trip to the Prep Classic last season. The Eagles entered their game with Central Catholic 8-0 and looking for another district title. Junior quarterback Jonathan Dartez ran wild in the 48-17 win, leaving Vermilion Catholic as one of just 11 undefeated teams left this season.
They're special. They're dynamic. Call them whatever you want, but they play off of each other. When Taj gets going, it opens holes for John. When John gets open, it opens it for Taj, and the offensive line did a great job. Central had a really good game plan defensively up front. They had us confused at times. We were able to start sorting it out towards the end.
In Natchitoches, 6-1 St. Mary's hosted 7-1 Logansport, and the Tigers' defense came to play. Logansport never allowed a touchdown in the 20-3 victory. DeCamden Fleming, a junior wide receiver, took snaps at quarterback and turned a minimal gain into a 40-yard touchdown run as the Tigers clinched a share of the district title on the road.
But there are two teams with one loss, so we've got to win the last one for district championships and let the chips fall where they may. I know everybody's looked at the PowerPoints. I put the math to it, and I can only guess, but I've gotten to the point now where I quit doing that. You just tell me where we're supposed to go and who we're going to play. We'll be there.
In Bossier City, 7-1 Parkway hosted 7-1 Airline High. Vikings quarterback Ben Taylor threw for 321 yards and 3 touchdowns, marking the 8th game this season he's thrown for 300 or more yards. Airline scored 26 unanswered points to win 33-16, and the defense shut out the Panthers in the second half.
It feels good, we're down the first half and things were clicking. I was throwing bad balls, they were doing good in defense. And, our defense stepped up big. They didn't score a single time in the second half. Our defense, honestly, they win games, and that's what they did today.
Until next time, this has been your High School Spotlight presented by the LHSAA Network.
Not interested in the game?
Sure, I'm just applying for a loan from my bank.
I'm a little bit old-fashioned, but we go into the bank. The people there are great.
It's all about the technology. See my bank's new online branch? I don't need to go in. I can just do it from here.
Yeah, but at my bank, there's always somebody there to help you in person.
Well, my bank's just a call away.
Well, who do you bank with?
Bank of Zachary.
That's funny. That's my bank.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
For over 70 years, the Butcher AC family has helped cool South Louisiana homes and businesses with a high-quality, dependable, and professional air conditioning sales and service. A clear line of communication with a true voice, gathering your information and dispatching it to our professional team.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get up to a $1,200 rebate or 0% financing for up to 60 months.
It's hard to stop a train.
The Ochsner LHSAA Prep Football Classic, the marquee event of the high school sports season, is coming to Yearview. 8 title games from December 7th to December 9th at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. You're not going to want to miss it, as we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of every touchdown and championship moment. The 2023 Prep Classic, brought to you by the LHSAA Network on Yearview.
Is the labor shortage wreaking havoc on your cleaning company? Has the increased cost of labor made you second guess using your own staff? At Janny King, the King of Clean, we have a solution for you. You shouldn't have to worry about the cleaning of your facility. Let Janny King take the cleaning of your business off your list and put it on ours. Let us use our 35 plus years of experience to keep your business clean. Don't wait. Go to JannyKingCleans.com and let Janny King do our job so you can do yours.
Janny King, the King of Clean.
Your Bank of Zachary Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network. We're tied at 7 at the half, and the Catholic High Band playing James Bond hits here at Memorial Stadium. Let's take a look now at the newest coach of the Ascension Christian Eagles, Rohan Davey. We caught up with the former LSU and New England Patriots star.
Ascension Christian football team is coming off of the season with a losing record and entered the 2023 season with a new head coach and only 4 upperclassmen.
All my guys that are producing are freshmen. So it's the future is going to be bright for sure. So right now the development is the biggest thing that we focus on.
Rohan Davey was Nick Saban's first championship quarterback at LSU. He threw for over 500 yards against the Crimson Tide, but that was a generation ago. Now he's in charge of a new generation.
It's good and bad. I shouldn't say it has terrible moments because they're so young. They're so playful. It's a struggle sometimes to get them to focus.
A struggle that Coach Davey enjoys tackling. He is confident in having to transform his young team into something new.
they're all blank canvas. They know nothing, right? So I can mold them into everything that I want them to be. It's just laying a foundation and getting them to buy in early and to understand that coach know what the hell he's talking about.
The biggest challenge has been changing the team's losing mentality into a winning one. Coach Davey says it's the first time since he stopped playing football that he's been on such a set schedule, but it doesn't seem to bother him.
Like, it's all about here. You know what I mean? It's all about the program and getting the program back. Never knew I had to wash uniforms, order meals, make sure, you know, we got pregame, make sure the clock's running, for like all the little things that goes into it. I know it sounds crazy, but it don't bother me. Like, none of it doesn't bother me. I actually like to do it.
He likes to do the chores and he loves to coach the kids. This generation has showed Davey a lot and has already had an impact on him.
You hear him talk about this generation that I'm coaching, that they're selfish, that they don't want work, they don't want this. It's not true. Trust me, it's not true. They are, what I call them is the outspoken and the fearless generation. Like, they're outspoken and they're fearless.
Not only does this generation have a special place in Davey's heart, but they also have interesting choices in movie preferences, in Davey's opinion.
All right, guys, what you want to watch? I got Creed 1 and 2. Remember the Titans, Rudy. They want to watch Cars. I don't care. As long as you guys enjoying it and doing it together, I don't care.
Reporting for the LHSAA TV network, I'm Marley Rose.
Would you like something cold to drink?
Any minute, Grandma. Gotta finish my banking.
What kind of banking is that? I always do my banking face-to-face.
My bank lets me do everything online. I'm in their online education center, gonna land some financial aid for college.
But my bank treats me like family.
Oh, my bank has all the latest technology. I can even open up a new account online.
So where do you bank?
Bank of Zachary.
So do I.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Cajun values family. We've been a family business for over 40 years, so we take a lot of pride in being a family-oriented company.
All of Cajun's values are born out of passion. Whether we're offering EPC, general construction, or specialty services, our customers have no doubt we will execute every job with safety, quality, and integrity.
The Ochsner LHSAA Prep Football Classic, the marquee event of the high school sports season, is coming to Yearview. 8 title games from December 7th to December 9th at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. You're not going to want to miss it, as we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of every touchdown and championship moment. The 2023 Prep Classic, brought to you by the LHSAA Network on Yearview.
Halftime coming to a close on the Bank of Zachary Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network. Catholic and Zachary tied at 7. Welcome up in the press box of Memorial Stadium, Garrett Walford, former LSU champion linebacker Derry Beckwith. The first half was a little short on offense, but not short on excitement. We saw a punt block, a return on special teams for a touchdown, an interception. I'm excited for the second half of this game.
Absolutely. 2 offenses that typically score the football, low-scoring first half because the defense did a phenomenal job, so I'm looking forward to the second half.
Let's take a look at some highlights from the first 2 quarters of play between these 2 teams. Derry started off with some long plays that ended up in a turnover.
Absolutely, it's a great interception by by Catholic High on their first possession. Good job by getting upfield, getting interception. Trying to get the ball, looks like, to Trades Green on that play, but great job by Catholic High. Right here, Cameron Thomas was a workhorse in the first half, getting in zone on a 3-yard run. A couple of bubble screens to get it to Tyson George for Zachary. He's getting upfield. Almost stepped out of bounds. Good job of keeping his feet in bounds, getting upfield for Zachary offense. And this is the big play in the first half, the block punt by Zachary, and for the young man Harrison Kidder to get in the end zone to put Catholic High on the scoreboard to tie the game 7-7.
Those are your highlights for the first 2 quarters of play. Let's take a look at our Cajun Industries halftime stats. Both teams struggling to put touchdowns on the board. Just 10 rushing yards for Catholic, 80 passing yards for the Bears to 52 for Zachary. A little bit of a disparity in total yards. First down, 7 for the Broncos, just 3 for the Bears. 1 penalty apiece. Nice clean game, and then the time of possession favors the Broncos.
Absolutely, Zachary's doing a great job of controlling the clock. Obviously, they're running the football, so the time of possession is in the hands. They probably want to get a little bit more going on offense for Zachary. And for Catholic High, don't panic. Continue to keep the ball in Dan Beal's hands and see if he can make something happen for this Catholic High offense.
The Bears did win the coin toss at the beginning of the game and deferred to the second half, so it should be Catholic High receiving the kickoff. Their quarterback, Daniel Beal, 4 of 4, 80 yards passing. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Barry Remo, just 6 carries for 13 yards. Here's something telling. The rest of the team has 4 carries for -3 yards. So if they're running, it needs to be with Remo right now.
Absolutely. Like we talked about at the beginning of the game, for this Catholic High offensive line, it's kind of inexperienced. So Zachary's doing a good job of sending pressure and getting the backfield.
Let's go down on the field now with our sideline reporter, Spencer Barrett, who's got thoughts from the Catholic head coach.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Fuller right after halftime, and he was very proud of how his defense played, and they put the offense in some good positions. Now it's just down to the offense on converting those good field positions.
And we are just about ready to kick off the second half of action here. A district title will be determined tonight. Both these teams undefeated in district play. Catholic lost 3 games earlier in the season, back-to-back-to-back. Their first loss of the year against Warren Easton has been turned into a forfeit victory. But they, again, are undefeated in district play. Rafael Costa is ready to kick off, the junior kicker for the Broncos. Costa's done a really nice job this year. We talked with Coach Brewerton, and they had an unfortunate situation in the West Monroe game where they lost their regular kicker to a broken leg. His senior season wiped out. This one's picked up at the 18-yard line by Brooks, and he is out of bounds. We are ready to get the third quarter underway. Yeah, Kellen Connigan, he broke his leg in the West Monroe game. He was a 3-year starter. Coach said Costa has done an incredible job filling in since week 4. Nice to have that option on your roster. So Catholic will start things off on offense to get our third quarter going.
And obviously Zachary likes to bring the pressure, so I'm curious to see if Catholic High comes in the second half and plays up-tempo to try to get Zachary High off balance.
Again, Beal 4 for 4 in the ball game for 80 yards. They'll hand off to Remo. And Remo's got positive yards. Moves it up towards the 30. Remo in the backfield. Staggered wide receivers, top of your screen. Beal looking at a 2nd and 7. LeBlanc in motion. Beal's got some pressure, steps up. Beal for the first down and slides.
And this is the first time tonight we've seen Daniel Beal use his feet, doesn't see anything down the field. Great job of getting upfield, avoids the pressure, and gets a first down for this Catholic High offense.
The senior needed 7 yards. He got 8 and moves the chains. He had 31 rushes on the year for 77 yards, but lost 62 yards on sacks. This pass not reeled in by Bradley Wright over the middle.
Right here, trying to get Bradley Wright on the slant route, almost comes down with it. Man was draped all over him. That's a catch that Bradley Wright normally makes. I'm pretty sure Catholic High will go back to him.
pressure by Dylan Duran. In coverage, Jeremy Fisher in the backfield for Catholic. Right in motion. Quick pass to right. He's at the line of scrimmage. Sidesteps one man. He's over the 40. Picks up about 5 yards there. There is a flag on the play. Both teams with just one hanky apiece in the first 2 quarters of play. We did not hear very much from head ref Marcia Cotton. Be interesting to see a replay on that, but 15 yards on the personal foul against Zachary.
And right here, obviously Bradley Wright dropped the last pass. They come right back to him to show his confidence. Gets upfield for some positive yards, trying to see where that personal foul came in. I think it was on the back end.
Number 7, Ethan Veal there. Remo still on his feet. He's over the 30, the 20, the 10. Remo inside the 5. A huge chunk play for the Bears, and they're knocking on the door.
Great job by Barry Remo getting upfield. Nice physical run. 2 defenders had a chance to get to him, but he kept his legs turning to almost got in the end zone. Great job by Barry Remo.
He's inside your Cajun Industries red zone. Barry Remo with his longest run of the night, 30 yards. First and goal from the 3. Beal still on his feet. He's at the 5, goes wide into the end zone. Touchdown, Catholic, and the Bears have their first lead of the night.
Great job by Daniel Beal. Doesn't see anything, avoids the pressure. How much do you shoulder press Daniel Beal? He throws defenders off of him and gets in the end zone for the touchdown and gives Catholic a 7-point lead.
The extra point is up and good. Catholic has doubled up Zachary, 14-7 to start the third quarter. 6 plays, 75 yards for the Bears, 1:56 off the clock.
Nice response by this Catholic offense to start the second half, get down the field, go up 7 points. Daniel Beal did an outstanding job.
This is your Bank of Zachary Game of the Week. Community banking. That's banking the way you want. Our game brought to you by Cajun Industries. We grow our people to grow our company. Our game also brought to you by general contractor Ronald Johnson Investments. Whether you planned it or you need plans, call Ronald Johnson Investments commercial general contractor today. So a very productive halftime for the Catholic Bears. They score on a blocked punt and then the return of 38 yards by Hudson Kidder to tie the ball game up going into the half, and then they immediately come out and just kind of impose their will.
They did. Obviously, I know Coach Fuller at halftime told the guys to stay involved, stay connected, and that's what they did to come out and respond their way. So it's a lot by this program. Let's see what the Zachary offense does.
Sean Perrette with the kickoff. Drives it deep into the corner. Ty George picks it up at the 5. George slips through a seam. He's over the 30. George with a long return. And now Zachary's got some life on their sideline.
Great job by Tyson George. He's always dangerous with the ball in his hands. Gets upfield and gives his team great field position for the Zachary offense.
The senior with a 33-yard kickoff return. Not time to panic yet for Zachary. Just need to kind of be calm, cool, and collected. And Hudson Spangler, their senior signal caller, looking at a 4-wide set, and Thomas in the backfield. Thomas, a lot like Remo, you're not going to arm tackle him.
No, you can't. These guys run extremely hard. They're extremely physical. He gets behind his pass. He follows the offensive lineman. And the thing about these running backs, when they're short in stature, it's hard to see as a defender, so they kind of creep up on you. And so he's doing a great job of finding the right hole in the gap and getting between those tackles and picking up positive yards.
Thomas in the first half, 13 carries, 79 yards, and the only offensive touchdown of the ball game prior to the one Catholic just brought in. Thomas with another handoff, stays on his feet to get the first down and pushed out. Lucas Schramm sent him to the boundary. Thomas showcasing some strong running here in the third quarter.
And as you see, Garrett, Zachary is not getting away from that game plan. They're going to continue to run the football and count on this senior-led offensive line.
Tradez Green in the first half. Several targets, only came up, though, with 2 receptions for 22 yards. He was about half a foot shy of catching a touchdown in the far end zone. Thomas gets a cut. He's over the 40 and finally goes out of bounds. Thomas just looks like he's gliding over the grass here at Memorial Stadium. Very swift.
Again, Cameron Thomas gets the ball, doesn't see anything inside, bounces to the outside, does a great job. Again, picking up the first down. And you, as an offense, if you could pick up first downs on first down, that puts your offense in a great position to move the football and get into the end zone.
Nice seal by Trenton Peterson, the senior, who blocked up his man and let Thomas slip through. 1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line of Catholic. Bears defense trying to stiffen here. Don't want to score a touchdown and give one right back. Thomas again. He's about 2.5 yards shy of the first down.
Again, nothing dynamic about it. Give the ball to your running back, give the field, be physical, and that's what they're doing.
We knew coming in 2 of the best running backs in the Baton Rouge area with Cam Thomas and Barry Remo. Thomas already with 1 score tonight. He's taking a breather. This is Nate James. Hand off to James. Motoring up towards the 20, but he's driven back by Catholic. In on the stop, Danny Woods, the 5'10", 220-pound senior. Now 3rd and 1 coming up for the Broncos.
Catholic hasn't brought a lot of pressure tonight, even though it's 3rd and 1. I'm interested to see if they try to bring some pressure on this 3rd and 1 to see if they can get in the backfield, stop this run game from Zachary.
Tradez Green, the big target at the bottom of your screen. He's there to block. Nate James powers forward for the first down, and that'll move the chains. And we are in the Cajun Industries red zone.
Right here, Nate James. That's a basic run play up the middle. Big gaping hole. Nate James finds it, gets upfield, another first down. Looks like Zachary is trying to impose the will as well in the second half the same way Catholic High did, so they're trying to match their energy.
James and Spangler looking to the sideline. Now they have what they want. Top of your screen, Jaden Cochran at wideout. 1st and 10 at the 13. Stutter step, James makes a cut, he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Nate James. 13 yards on the scamper for the junior back.
Great job by Nate James, avoiding the contact, breaking the tackle, getting up the field, and then getting to the end zone. What a tough physical drive by the Zachary offense.
James with his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. Zachary 1 point away from tying it up. Here's Rafael Costa, the junior kicker. Kick is up, and it's right down Broadway. Tie ball game. Let's take another look at this one, because James, boy, he's good at these cuts.
It's simple. Zachary offensive line gets a hat on the hat. They get a great push. He follows that right tackle, gets in the end zone. Again, they didn't throw the ball not one time on that drive, Garrett. Great physical to get in the end zone. Outstanding drive by Zachary offense.
Make sure and catch our bracket release show coming up on the LHSAA network Sunday, November 5th at 11 a.m. It's live on the LHSAA YouTube channel. We'll detail all 8 brackets. Hope you'll join us for that on Sunday morning before the NFL slate gets started. Should be a fantastic weekend for football. That last drive, 7 plays, 62 yards, 2:52 off the clock. You know, Derry, coming in, Coach Brewerton of Zachary knew he was going to bring back the left side of his offensive line. Jarek-Netty, Kavion Broussard, both those guys 3-year starters, but they ran over the right side for a lot of this drive with KT Domino and Clifton Webb, a senior, a junior. Well, just some athletic guys on the side of their line.
Absolutely great looking offensive linemen. They're extremely athletic. They get a hat on a hat and they move their feet, and that's what you want from your offensive lineman.
Brooks back deep. This one rolls into the end zone, and Catholic will take over. Coach Brewerton has been so successful. You remember back when he was at Livonia from 2007 to 2013, 2 trips to the semifinals, including a trip to the Prep Classic his final year there. I think that's Michael Cobble down on the sidelines with him. And then, of course, since coming to Zachary, I mean, just 1 loss in his debut season. He was a state champion in 2015 under Lindsey Scott. Just a fantastic run by both these programs over the last decade.
And where did Coach Brewerton play high school football? Catholic High.
Nice point. He learned under one of the best in Dale Weiner. Brewerton was there 89, 90, and 91 as a player. Later graduated from LSU. Barry Remo over the 20. Picks up 5 yards. And with a little over 7 minutes remaining in our third quarter of this tie ball game. Daniel Beal looking to the sidelines. Again, we talked about how his work ethic has made him a winner, according to Coach Fuller. He said, I remember back in 6th grade, he was our ball boy. This is a guy who just loves Catholic High. To go from a ball boy to the guy that can try and nail down a district title, that's big. This could be big. Over the leg, and it's knocked out right around the 50. That was intended for Bradley Wright, the senior wide receiver.
Right here, looks like try to get the ball to Bradley Wright. Little pump fake, gets the ball downfield. Just a misconnect on that play. They're gonna try to get the ball to Bradley Wright, also into Brooks Wright, the twins, dynamic wide receivers for Catholic High.
Now 3rd and 4, ball on the 26. Remo tripped up. Nice tackle by Stetson Bell. That'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like he tried to run play on the pull behind his guard. Great play by number 45 from Zachary. Stetson Bell to get in the backfield. Turnover downs for Catholic High.
Bell will stay on the field. Back deep for Zachary. Tyson George. Had a 33-yard kickoff return earlier. He's back to receive this punt. It's a fake, and it's caught. That's enough to move the chains, and Catholic on special teams puts this ball in the hands of number 80, Aiden Acosta. The senior wide receiver keeps his offense on the field.
Great play call by Catholic High to get the ball to Aiden Acosta, gets some field, gets the first down. Again, Catholic High special teams making a play so far. Catholic High 2, Zachary special teams 0. So a gutsy play call, but outstanding play call to let you know that Catholic High wants to win this football game.
That's the first completed pass of the year for Tanner Forbes, the sophomore punter. So Beal stays out on the field. His team got it up to the 38-yard line. 4 wide set. Play action, Fisher is the fake. They can't reel in the catch, right around the 40.
Amari Clayton is a guy that Coach Fuller, they want to see more from. He dealt with some drops last week against Schuylerville. They want to get his confidence going. He's a great-looking football player, great-looking athlete. They feel like if he can be that 3rd receiver, this can really make this offense dynamic.
He's got the size, 6'2", 193, still just a junior. He has 8 touchdown catches on the year. Here's Fisher, and the ball's on the deck. Zachary's recovered. The first fumble of the ball game. Catholic's only lost 2 fumbles all year. Luke Wisham. We spotlighted him in our open. He comes away with the football, and Zachary is back in business.
Well, I believe this was Jeremy Fisher's first carry of the night, so he comes in kind of cold, but Zachary penetrates, getting the backfield. Great play in knocking the ball out. Zachary recovers. prime-time position for their offense.
I'm pretty sure it was number 74, Deshaun Brown, the big senior lineman who knocked it free. And Wisham, of course, with the recovery. So Catholic, with a little special teams trickeration, loses the momentum with the fumble. Here's Spangler over the middle, caught. Trades Green up to the 20. And just like that, Zachary's in the Cajun Industries red zone.
That time they get Trades Green right here on this little seam route from the slot, gets up the field. Again, he is a matchup nightmare for linebackers. Nice tall target, gets the ball into him. They keep the drive moving.
A 21-yard pickup for the LSU commit, Green. He's at the bottom of your screen right now. In the backfield, Nate James. Handoff. And swallowed up at the 20. Again, Danny Woods, second big tackle here in the second half. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. How good has Zachary been over the last several seasons in regular season play? The Broncos are 25-2. Their only losses came to Catholic and St. Aug. Here's Spangler. They need 10 yards to move the chains. Plants, throws into the corner. That ball's broken up. Tyson George can't come away with the score.
Right there, they get Spangler on a rollout, trying to get Tyson George on a little flag route in the corner of the end zone, but great job by Colin Coates. Second big play tonight from Colin Coates.
Ball remains on the 19-yard line, 3rd and 10. Trip wide receivers, top of your screen, Green at the bottom. Cam Thomas in motion, and that's going to be an illegal motion on Zachary as flags fly. We've been lucky. This game hasn't been marred by a lot of penalties so far.
Absolutely. Both teams are playing clean football. Like I said, not a lot of penalties tonight, but right there, false start for the Zachary offense to push them back 5 more yards.
There's that Catholic High student section. Looking at a tie ball game right now. Calling for their defense maybe to get a turnover. Ball backed up to the 24-yard line. Now 3rd and 15 for the Broncos. Spangler in the first half, 4 of 12 with an interception for 52 yards. And timeout has been called. That one's on Catholic High. So the first timeout called by the Bears. This is your Bank of Zachary Game of the Week. Bank of Zachary, the oldest chartered financial institution in East Baton Rouge Parish. Open since 1904, almost 120 years in business. And by Cajun Industries, we grow our people to grow our company. Our game also brought to you by Ronald Johnson Investments. General contractor Ronald Johnson Investments, whether you planned it or you need plans. Call Ronald Johnson Investments Commercial General Contractor today. Great night for football here in the Baton Rouge area. Terry, I know it tugs at your heart a little bit. You're a Baton Rouge guy, played at Parkview, played under a Hall of Famer. This is a great atmosphere, a great night for football.
Absolutely. You couldn't ask for anything better. Playing high school football is something special. A lot of these guys won't play on the next level, so you got to cherish every down, every play that you have as a high school football player. Phenomenal atmosphere tonight.
3rd and 15 for the Broncos. Over the middle, that one's knocked away. And was it picked off or did they take it off the deck? They're calling it an interception off the tip. Maxwell Moore, the sophomore, on the tip from his teammate. We'll have to take another look at this one. But that's our vantage point. There is no instant replay.
Looks like trying to get the ball to Trey'Dez Green on his play. Jacob Bradford makes a great play. The ball definitely hit the ground. But again, the interception goes into the stat book for Maxwell Morrow, so he'll take it.
On that blanket coverage by the secondary, it'll be the second interception of the ball game for Spangler, just his third of the season. From the right hash, ball lined up on the 14-yard line. Beal. From our vantage point, it looked like they reeled that in just shy of the 20. That's a catch by Amari Clayton. Could be a huge swing here if Catholic's able to march down the field on a turnover that wasn't. Bottom of your screen, that's Brooks Wright. Handoff, Barry Remo. Remo swarmed by 3 defenders. Zachary doing all they can to strip that out.
That time Zachary defense got great penetration, getting the backfield to slow Barry Remo down.
Deldrick George, the senior, got to Remo first. 3rd and 6 on the 17-yard line. Beal trying to keep the momentum after the turnover. Play action, Remo with the block. Beal near sideline, caught, Brooks Wright. That's enough to move the sticks. The 6'3" senior.
They get Daniel Beal on the move right there. Nice throwing a rope to Brooks Wright. Another first down for this Catholic offense.
Wright split out wide. He'll be at the top of your screen. So's his brother Bradley Wright. Ball on the 27-yard line. Little pressure from Zachary, and Remo is brought down hard. Tackle by Luke Wisham. Barry Remo got everybody's attention last year. 200 yards in a game against St. Thomas More. 4 touchdowns. Big win for Catholic at the time. 2nd and 10 now for the Bears. Here's Remo, left side. And not a lot of room to run against Zachary's D-line. Stetson Bell with the tackle of Remo.
Looks like the Zachary defense has had enough of the run game from Catholic High. They've been very physical at the point of attack.
First time tonight we've seen number 6 in the backfield for Catholic. It's Rylan Parker, 5'11", 190-pound junior. Let's see what fresh legs can do. 6 men in the box. Beal flushed. Throws this one up and out of bounds. I think that was Ryan Ward, the senior D lineman, with the pressure.
Again, to try to minimize an attacking defense, you try to do screens and things of that nature, but they do a good job of getting upfield, getting pressure on Daniel Beal where he didn't have anywhere to throw the football.
Should be 3rd down with the ball on the 27-yard line. Catholic sideline has everybody huddled up. Here's our official, Marcia Cotton. You don't see that very often, but an ineligible receiver downfield.
And Sata only
John Joffrey on number 60.
Sata only screen plays, though. Those linemen can get a little bit too happy and get downfield.
George lets that one trickle inside the 30 and finally stops at the 27-yard line. 46 yards on the boot. What's up, Kevin Batiste? Beautiful night in the capital city, the tallest Capitol building in America. High 50s, wind just a little breezy, 3-4 miles an hour, and clear here along the river. So under a minute remaining in the third quarter, and Zachary back out. An opportunity for the Broncos to take the lead. Ball spotted on the 27-yard line. Catholic High's defense out there, they come set. We've seen some passes to the boundary for the 6'8" end Trades Green. He's gone over the middle as well. This time it's a handoff to George, who's got speed. Speed, I think he picks up 10 yards on the carry. A little end around to the right side, and that'll move the chains.
This is the easiest catch in the stat book for a wide receiver to come to a jet sweep. They toss it to him, he gets upfield, and gets a first down for the Zachary offense. They want to get the ball into Tyson George's hands. He can do so many different things for the Zachary offense.
Big stick on the defense by Catholic High. That's Daryl Spears, the senior, and he blows that play up.
Good job right there by Daryl Spears, getting off the block, getting upfield, and getting a nice stick on Tyson George. Outstanding play by Daryl Spears, number 5.
I think Cockerham lost his blocker there, and he took out George to bring a close to our third quarter. Both teams playing with a lot of momentum. We're tied up at 14 apiece. Stay with us, folks. The Bank of Zachary Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network is coming up. Fourth quarter play after this.
Is the labor shortage wreaking havoc on your cleaning company? Has the increased cost of labor made you second guess using your own staff? At Janny King, the King of Clean, we have a solution for you. You shouldn't have to worry about the cleaning of your facility. Let Janny King take the cleaning of your business off your list and put it on ours. Let us use our 35 plus years of experience to keep your business clean. Don't wait. Go to JannyKingCleans.com and let Janny King do our job so you can do yours.
Janny King, the king of clean.
Affordable Home Furnishings has gone BOGO! Back to the 90s with the $19.90 prices and buy one, get one free. Just $15.88 a week. Get you this complete bed and get the queen mattress free. Choose from these beautiful living rooms. Just $19.88 per week and get a matching area rug free. Plus choose from beautiful dining rooms from $9.88 a week and get a free flatware free. Choose a luxury mattress from Sealy and Ashley starting at $25.88 per week and get free memory foam pillows. Affordable has gone BOGO! Buy one, get one free. Check out the savings anytime at theaffordableway.com.
Not interested in the game?
Sure, I'm just applying for a loan from my bank.
I'm a little bit old-fashioned, but we go into the bank. The people there are great.
It's all about the technology. See my bank's new online branch? I don't need to go in. I can just do it from here.
Yeah, but at my bank, there's always somebody there to help you in person.
Well, my bank's just a call away.
Well, who do you bank with?
Bank of Zachary.
That's funny. That's my bank.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
Back in action to start the fourth quarter between Catholic and Zachary. Hudson Spangler lets one off the chain, and it finishes outside. Let's get a little more inside information about the Catholic offense from Spencer. Hit us up, Mr. Barrett.
Thanks, guys. I was listening in on some of the offensive meetings after that last drive, and the offensive line coach going in on their line, telling them they got to block better for these running backs. I mean, you got to get Barry Remo involved. You got to get other guys involved. This student section behind me is going to make it hard for Spangler to get involved, but they've got to do something on the offensive line to get that space for the running backs.
Spangler swallowed up in the backfield. A sack for Catholic. Blair Russo, the 5'10 senior, with the game's first sack.
Great job by Blair Russo getting upfield. That time they bring a stunt, a twist with both D tackles. Blair Russo is able to eat off of that twist by the two D tackles and get a sack. Great job and great execution by this Catholic High defense.
That'll bring the punting unit on the field for Zachary. This one does not have a lot of air under it. Just gets to midfield, and one of the officials got trucked by one of the special teams player, and both teams sent somebody over. The Bank of Zachary brings you our game of the week. The oldest chartered financial institution in East Baton Rouge Parish, open since 1904. Almost 120 years in business. Our game also brought to you by Cajun Industries. We grow our people to grow our company. 19 yards on that punt, the official. I don't know if we have an angle of it, but they definitely got trucked.
Right here, the official gets in the line of fire, gets knocked down. Hopefully he's okay. There's a lot of officials get hit this year, Garrett. I guess they want a piece of action.
Special teams player for Zachary, number 33, Clifton Walker. Collided with the official. Nice to see them up. But a quick break in our game. We're going to step aside momentarily and be right back with the Bank of Zachary Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network.
Would you like something cold to drink?
Any minute, Grandma. Gotta finish my banking.
What kind of banking is that? I always do my banking face-to-face.
My bank lets me do everything online. I'm in their online education center, gonna land some financial aid for college.
But my bank treats me like family.
Oh, my bank has all the latest technology. I can even open up a new account online.
So where do you bank?
Bank of Zachary.
So do I.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
The Oshner LHSAA Prep Football Classic, the marquee event of the high school sports season, is coming to Yearview. 8 title games from December 7th to December 9th at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. You're not going to want to miss it, as we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of every touchdown and championship moment. The 2023 Prep Classic, brought to you by the LHSAA Network on Yearview.
Fourth quarter action here in the Baton Rouge area. Beautiful night for football in the capital city. We're tied up at 14 apiece at Brex Memorial Stadium. Now 70 years of service. Great to see that the official doing okay after that special teams snafu. It's Catholic high ball on the 46-yard line. We're ready to get back underway. The scoring that we've seen so far, 7-7 at the half, and then in the third quarter, Beal had a 3-yard touchdown run from his quarterback position. Nate James for Zachary had a 22-yard run. They scored on their first possession of the second half, haven't scored since. Beal, play action, far side of the field, caught by Wright. He's got a first down and about 4 more yards on top of that. I like the look of that 6'3" wide receiver.
That's a great job on the RPO. Fakes the handoff, gets out to Brooks Wright, get us field, and picks up the first down. Brooks Wright is a good-looking receiver, and I think he's going to make a team on the next level extremely happy.
Amari Clayton, bottom of your screen, 2 men in the backfield. Here's a run for Remo. He's got a blocker, makes a cut. Back-to-back first downs for Catholic High.
Great job by Barry Remo following his block right there. By Porter Fourier gets upfield and gets another Catholic High first down. Again, the passing game opens up the run game, and the run game opens up the passing game. So great 2 plays from this Catholic High offense.
Player down on the field at about the 25-yard line, and that's Brooks Wright. And on the previous play where he made that catch, came up a little bit gimpy. Wright's missed 2 games this season. He's still your team leader in receiving yards. He came in with over 530
in today's ball game. 10 touchdowns on the season. And such a bright future for this young man. Returns kicks, also plays in the secondary at times, and he is a UL Raging Cajuns baseball commit. Right-handed pitcher and outfielder. Hope everything's okay with him out there on the field. Might just be cramps.
And I wonder, ULL football program, if they're going to try to, make sure you come across the street a little bit and see if you can catch some balls for us, because he does an outstanding job as a receiver.
Might be favoring that left leg. That's his twin brother, Bradley Wright, making sure that his bro's okay. Daniel Beal back out on the field. Looking at 1st and 10 after back-to-back first downs by the offense. The ball's currently placed on Zachary's 31-yard line. Barry Remo in the backfield, handoff to him, runs over the left side, waits for the blocks to set up. He's over the 25 and nearing the red zone.
Good job by Barry Remo getting on the edge. Great seal block by 59 from Catholic High. And gets upfield, another positive yard on first down for Catholic High.
Remo's a guy that they know they can count on deep in ball games to move the chains, to score touchdowns. Had 2 huge fourth-quarter scores against Central to bring them the win. Here's Beal over the middle, face of the end zone, caught. Guess who? Brooks Wright. He's back in the ball game for the touchdown, and Catholic takes the lead back. That's the way to celebrate with your fellow students. 22 yards on the hookup from Daniel Beal. How did he get so open?
Yes, there goes that man Brooks Wright right there on the post route. Gets upfield, great hands, great strong hands with the defender draped all over him. The ability to catch with your hands is unreal. This guy is a phenomenal player.
The extra point is good, and Brooks Wright with his 11th touchdown catch of his senior season. This is a guy that took a year off last year as a junior to focus on baseball, became a big-time recruit, and then he comes back to be in the huddle one more year with his brother.
That's incredible. Daniel Beal knew he was going with the ball the whole time. Look the way he catches it with his hands away from his body. The receivers are taught to never let the ball come into your body because that can cause the ball to bounce or anything, but to catch with your hands, he keeps it away from the defender. Outstanding play by Brooks Wright. And gets involved with the student section. I love it.
That's the good stuff right there. Catholic came into the ball game not afraid of 8-0 undefeated Zachary, a team they beat last season, and Coach Fuller celebrates with his senior wideout. He'll go into the tent. They'll take a look at him. Hopefully can finish out the ball game, because with 10 minutes remaining, no lead is safe. I'm sorry, both these teams are quick strike offenses. Our kickoff is away, and fielding it at the 20-yard line is trying to get a number on him. Zachary's going to have good field position. Trailing 7. First down for the Broncos now. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Let's see what the Zachary offense has in store and see how they respond. Catholic High defense look like they're coming along, stopping this run game, being physical. The last series, obviously, they did a twist with the D tackles. Defensive end benefited, got a sack. So let's see what we have on this drive from the Zachary offense and how the Catholic defense can stop them.
Prior to that, it was a ball that was tipped twice and eventually a turnover called in favor of Catholic. Here's a hard run up the middle to the 35-yard line. Cameron Thomas will hold on to that ball. The 5'10", 190-pound senior not going to let go with the game in the balance. Thomas picked up 6 yards on the carry, now 2nd and 4.
And both teams has responded tonight. Anytime someone scores a touchdown, the other team responds. So I'm interested to see if Zachary can respond and get back on the scoreboard to tie this football game.
Trades Green at the top of your screen. It'll be Thomas again, lurching towards the 40. The pile still moving, and look at the spot by the official. First down, and the Broncos move the chains.
I'm extremely impressed with Cameron Thomas. Moving the power, keeps his leg churning. You know this man has been in the weight room all summer long to carry the whole defense from Catholic High.
43 Maxwell Marr was hanging on his shoulders. Another man was going after his legs, and he still kept those legs churning. Up to the 43-yard line. We've seen some 8- and 9-yard plays or drives by Zachary. There's a tackle in the backfield by Catholic. Second, well, it might be a tackle for loss, but the second big sack there by Blair Russo.
Second sack by Blair Russo. That's what you call a cover sack. Obviously, they only bring 4. They drop the rest. Blair Russo, again, gets in the backfield and gets another sack for this Catholic High defense. Garrett, your arms look like that, right?
Shoot. Russo, 5'10", 240 in his final season with the Bears. Part of the championship team 2 years ago. Both these squads were champions in 2021. Spangler gonna be wrapped up yet again. Back-to-back tackles for loss, and Catholic's defense is on fire.
Blair Russo with a hat trick, his 3rd sack of the night again. Catholic High is doing a phenomenal job on the back end of containing these explosive receivers from Zachary High School, and Blair Russo is continuing to fight, get after quarterback, and picks up his 3rd sack of the night.
Now 3rd and 17, ball's on the 36-yard line. Nothing's gone right for Zachary in this drive other than the hard-charging running of Cameron Thomas. 3 wides, bottom of your screen. Here's Spangler. Goes down the sideline. 1v1 coverage. Caught! Trades Green! He's still on his feet. Green tiptoes into the end zone. Touchdown, Zachary! 64 yards! Green with his 7th touchdown of the season, and we're a point away from being all knotted at 21. How improbable on 3rd and 17 was that catch?
That's a luxury of having Trades Green, one of the best players in America. There's no defense that can defend that. That was great coverage by the defensive back, but Trades Green made a play, got to the end zone.
Rafael Costa with the very important extra point coming up. 7 minutes remaining and we're ball game. That one's headed towards the right, and it's good. Just sneaks through the uprights, and we're knotted at 21 apiece. Darian, let's take another look at this beauty of a touchdown.
You cannot ask for better coverage from Jacob Bradford. Gets his head around, but Trades Green makes a play. It's what you call Jimmy and what you call Joe's. And obviously on that play, Trades Green was a Joe, made the play, got to the end zone. 4 catches for 107 yards. Randy Moss like statistics. Remember against the Cowboys, Randy Moss had 3 catches for 150 yards for 3 touchdowns.
You know, Green is an LSU commit to play football and basketball. And I don't think the Tigers have seen that since way back in the day with Marcus Spears and Michael Clayton when they were playing for Nick Saban and John Brady. They didn't really get to focus too much on hoops back then. It was all about football. Absolutely.
And Trey Dez, they do have a game Saturday at 6:45 in Tuscaloosa. See if you can make your way down there and put more firepower to his offense at LSU.
Even despite the 3rd and 17, they go 5 plays, 69 yards, 3 minutes, 4 seconds off the clock on that previous drive. Kickoff is in the air. Fielded inside the 24-yard line. Let's go down on the sidelines to get more from Spencer Verrett.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here by the Zachary sideline now. Right in front of me, Trades Green leaps up and just snatched that ball away. Whole sideline runs over to celebrate him. He's got Bronco for life right on his wrist and a little wristband. I mean, only his first season here at Zachary, but he's got that Bronco for life spirit in him.
Just saw Coach Brewerton of Zachary. The Broncos have tied it up on the long catch and run by Trades Green. Now Catholic back out at the 20. Barry Remo runs to the boundary. And his spot will be just inside the 30.
It's kind of like our old lineman is doing a phenomenal job tonight. Obviously, we talked about them being inexperienced. They struggled last week a little bit against Scotlandville running the football, but tonight they took that challenge from Coach Fuller, doing an outstanding job for making great holes for Barry Remo.
A pickup of 2 yards on the play, second down. High snap. Remo gets the handoff in his gut. Runs over the left side, and he'll be dropped back. Deldrick George there, the senior, with the stop. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. Beal in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers running post and wide open. The middle of the field is Bradley Wright. Wright headed towards the boundary. Right side man behind him. He won't be caught. 73 yards and Catholic's back on top. The Wright brothers taking flight here in the 4th quarter for the Catholic Bears. Is this a case of anything you can do, I can do better? Trades Green goes 68 yards. How about the run by Wright?
Absolutely. I think the brothers are going to try to have bragging rights who's the best wide receiver. And their father, Peter Wright, is going to give them a big gift for Christmas. Outstanding play by Bradley Wright on that play, getting upfield, making a catch, and getting to the end zone.
Flag on the play. This is going to be on Catholic's extra attempt. They'll back it up 5 yards. Bradley Wright with his 6th touchdown of the season. Catholic looking to go up 7 here with just over 6 remaining. Tanner Forbes, who is 32 of 34 on extra points, puts this one up and through. It was 7-7 at the half, Derry, and then somebody lit off all the fireworks. This is an awesome display here at Old Memorial Stadium.
Absolutely. You could tell how bad these teams want to win this football game and become district champs. Every year, these teams, it's a barn burner, and obviously they are not disappointed tonight.
Here's another look.
Right, Dan Bill looks for Bradley Wright, gets up the seam, looks like one of the Zachary defenders bit the cheese. We talked about that last week. When you bite the cheese, you leave somebody open over the top. Catholic High takes advantage of it, gets in the end zone, goes up again, 7 points.
Catholic High in position to pick up a district title and knock Zachary from the undefeated ranks here in Week 10. Still some time left in this ballgame, and both these teams have proved they can be quick strike offenses.
Absolutely. They, in the second half, whatever adjustments these offenses made in the second half really benefited them. So they are putting up a lot of points. So let's see if Zachary can respond once again.
That ball fielded at the 21-yard line, and Zachary's got a little room to run. That time, I believe, the return by Traylon Sepp, junior running back, who makes his name known on special teams here. Right in the ball game, and to be clear, that's Bradley Wright with 2 receptions for 77 yards and the touchdown. Another game going on in the Capital City area. U-High hosting Parkview, I believe 55-14 is the current score.
Now I want to hear that.
Advantage Cubs. You know, both those teams started the year 1-1, and then both ran off 7-game win streaks. Both 2 impressive programs this season.
But 55-14 as an alma mater Parkview, that's not the score I want to hear, Gary.
14-14 in the first quarter over off LSU's campus. Now 2nd and 6 coming up. Zachary, if they don't do it here, they might get the ball back one more time. Important possession for the Broncos. This time it's Nate James running the ball. Cameron Thomas getting a breather on the sidelines.
Catholic High did a great job with that play, stretching that run play out, getting Nate James in the backfield for a short to no gain.
Coach Brewerton's team playing from behind. The most points they've given up this season were 28. Catholic has matched that. That was their game against Central that the Broncos won. Movement on the line for Catholic, and there's a free 5 yards for the Broncos. Marsha Cotton with the call. So the Catholic High Bears in position to beat Zachary for the second year in a row. Hudson Spangler back in the shotgun. 3rd and 2 for the Broncos. Here's Thomas powering towards the goal to go. And I think they brought up 4th down.
Great job by this Catholic High defense of getting penetration. Jaden Vessel gets in the backfield. A freshman, a 9th grader, makes a big play for this Catholic High defense.
He can't get into an R-rated movie, but he can make plays in week 10. You can see the ball spotted there on the 46-yard line. Zachary needs 1 yard. Cam Thomas right at the 100-yard mark and has a touchdown in the ballgame. He's in the backfield now. Thomas with the handoff. He'll move the chains and breaks free. He's inside the 40.
Cameron Thomas gets it up the field, gets the first down, no wasted motion, plants that foot in the ground, picks up the first down for the Zachary offense.
Catholic got a hand on him, but that's not enough to bring him down. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in our final game of the regular season. Thomas in the backfield. It's a handoff from the left hash. Turns the corner, makes a cut, stays on his feet. Another first down, 2 in the last 3 plays now for Zachary, and the Broncos are really moving the ball.
Absolutely. Right here they get Cameron on the edge, gets up the field, follows blocks. Another first down for the Zachary offense.
First down from the Catholic 26. Is this where you go over the top, try and get the score here?
Well, I think you can stick with the run game, continue to feed Cameron Thomas, which can open up the passing game. So right now, the one thing I like about both teams, they're sticking with their identity. They're not trying to do nothing over the top, not trying to do nothing out of the box. They're staying with their game plan, and it's working so far.
You thought right. Hudson Spangler with the handoff. Thomas picks up 3 yards. Coach Brewerton content to run clock here.
You have Trey Green at the bottom of the screen, a man-to-man matchup looks like.
Here's Spangler. Looks to the boundary, caught Trey Green. 5 catches in the ball game now for the big man. Trey Green brings Zachary into the Cajun Industries red zone. Brought the ball to the 12-yard line.
He had a one-on-one matchup on the last play. He did a nice out route. And it's hard to double Trey Green because of Tyson George is so electric. So he's going to get a lot of one-on-one matchups, especially in the red zone area.
Here's the pressure from Catholic. Thomas inside the 5, and the Bears bring him down just shy of the goal line. It'll be first and goal from the 1. Zachary trying to tie our ball game up here. Less than 2 minutes remaining.
I expect your workhorse, Cameron Thomas, to get the football. Did a phenomenal job the whole drive of picking up first down. So you want to reward the man when he gets down to the 1-yard line.
Thomas, the power back in the backfield. Spangler with the handoff. He's in the end zone. Zachary scores with just 1:30 remaining. Second touchdown of the ball game for Cameron Thomas, the senior Bronco.
Right here, gets a nice power play, gets that guard put around. Nice easy walk in for a touchdown.
Was that a calculated play on Catholic's part? We'd like to have 1:30 remaining to try and answer this. There were no 3-4 cracks at the end zone there. It does look like a player is down for Zachary just near the goal line. And it's one of their linemen, KT Domino, the senior.
See if we get another look to see what happened.
Cam Thomas has certainly had some big games this season. But the 2 touchdowns here against Catholic. And they slowly work Mr. Domino up. Good to see the big man able to walk off.
And Garrett, the way this game is going, if you're Zachary, do you kick the extra point or do you go for a 2-point conversion? So it's going to be interesting to see what Zachary decides to do here. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and nope, they're going to go for extra point.
KT Domino did a lot of the heavy lifting on that drive. Zachary went 9 plays, 55 yards, and took over 4.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Raphael Koski, who since the West Monroe game has been the kicker. He sends it right down the middle, and we're knotted up at 28 apiece. Well, Week 10's coming to a close. Join us on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Central for the LHSAA Football Bracket Release Show. We'll talk all 8 brackets. We'll talk about who's going where, and got to get excited for the start of the 2023 postseason in Louisiana. Catch it live on the LHSAA YouTube channel. Derry, it's a 7-7 game at the half, and since then, we've seen 6 touchdowns, a couple of really long catch and runs. Tradez Green, Brooks Wright. It's been exciting to see these 2 teams really get the offenses in high gear in the second half. Absolutely, and there's no doubt that these are the 2 best teams in the Baton Rouge metropolitan area. Very well-coached teams, great student athletes, not only on the field but also in the classroom, and they are well-run programs. Bradley Wright back deep for Catholic. I'm not sure if they'll squib this here, but Costa for Zachary will do the honors. Gets a pretty good leg into that one. It'll be fielded at the 5-yard line by Catholic. Wright brought down. 17-yard gain. Tackle on special teams made by number 3, Cameron Peterson, the senior inside linebacker. Well, as a quarterback, Garrett, these are the moments that you dream of. Tie ball game, less than 1:30 on the clock. See if Dane Bill can make some magic happen and drive this Catholic High offense down the field and get a game-winning score. Bears have it at the 18-yard line. First down with Remo in the backfield. Beals play-action pass is a little bit high. Again, Daniel Beal with more than 7,400 career passing yards, 95 touchdowns. Formerly the ball boy for the Bears, now an all-state quarterback with a chance at this drive against undefeated Zachary. Two wide set. They'll play it safe. Run with Remo. He's over the 20. And tick, tick, tick goes the clock. Cardalon Garrett, the senior lineman, with the tackle for Zachary. Beal's got third down coming up. High snap. He'll give it to Remo, who's brought down hard at the 25. Zachary calls their first time out of the half. Now both teams with 2 left in their pocket. 50 seconds remaining. Our game brought to you by Bank of Zachary, the game of the week on the LHSAA network. Bank of Zachary, the oldest chartered financial institution in East Baton Rouge Parish, open since 1904. Almost 120 years in business. Our game also brought to you by Cajun Industries. We grow our people to grow our company. Catholic High back out on the field with the ball on the 25-yard line. They're looking at 4th and 2. Into the game is Sean Perrette. Got to make sure you get this one away. Don't want to give any favors to Zachary. Ty George back deep. That one bounces on the other side of the field at about the 48 and rolls to the 37-yard line. 38 yards on the punt. Derry, it was a couple of years before you played at LSU, but the Bluegrass Miracle, one of the most famous Hail Marys of all time. What is your favorite look on a Hail Mary? Are you looking for just single coverage, run for post? You like maybe a give and go where a guy gives it to a guy streaking behind him? What do you think of when you think of your kind of Hail Mary?
I think of Trey Green, who's 6'6", and can run like a deer. Just throw it up to him. He can jump literally out the gym, throw it up and see what happens. But I think they're going to try to give him the ball right now and see if they can get something going and get closer to the red zone and possibly cap the game off with a field goal. So let's see.
Catholic High on defense, trying to tackle Peterson. That'll stop the clock. Lucas Schramm with the stop at the boundary. Another timeout called, this time by Catholic High. Zachary with the ball. The Broncos have won 4 state title games under Coach Brewerton. But did you know they're not some Johnny-come-lately. They've made 30 trips to the LHSAA postseason all time, and Zachary's first title appearance came back in 1957. Really couldn't ask for a better showing here in the second half. 6 touchdowns, 3 apiece for these two teams to tie things up. What's really stood out to you here at Memorial Stadium?
Just the offense and how they came, both offense in the second half, how explosive they were. The play calling from the coaches, exciting second half, fireworks everywhere. We could have not asked for a better ball game.
Do we see Zachary here with the Hail Mary, or do you just play it safe? You don't want to turn over and then something crazy happens on a return. They've got the ball at the 37-yard line. Spangler, the senior, has it in his hands. Loads up, goes down the field. Like you said, intended for Trey-Des Green, but that one's off target.
They've had success with him on those out routes. Obviously, they weren't able to connect on that play. Outstanding coverage by number 24, Jacob Bradford.
Spangler needs about a 15-yard pickup just to get the ball to midfield so you can heave it to the end zone. 23 seconds remaining in our game. 2 timeouts remaining for the Broncos. It might be a little bit much to ask that this game not go to extra time. Spangler checking the sideline. Cochran and Tyson George. Here's a handoff. Cameron Thomas Thomas, he'll be short of the first down and pushed out of play. The ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. That's still a pretty good heave for anybody.
Looks like it's the delayed draw, try to get upfield and get a first down. Great tackle by Bradford, so the Zachary offense cannot get that first down.
Fourth down coming up. Punting unit out on the field for the Broncos. We'll see who goes back for Catholic here. They've had some success tonight with Jacob Bradford returning punts. Bradford running backwards. It bounces at the 20 and out of play. Less than 10 seconds remain in our ballgame. 35 yards on the punt. Well, big catches by Bradley Wright of Catholic and Tradez Green of Zachary have tied our ball game up at 28 apiece. And we're ready for the final play of the fourth quarter. We're glad you're with us tonight on the LHSAA Network, presented by the Bank of Zachary. Ryland Parker in the ball game. Parker lined up next to Daniel Beal. Here's Brooks Wright in space. He'll be tackled. And the final seconds tick off the clock. We are headed to overtime to decide our district champions here between Zachary and Catholic, tied up at 28 apiece. You're watching the Bank of Zachary Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network.
Would you like something cold to drink?
Any minute, Grandma. Gotta finish my banking.
What kind of banking is that? I always do my banking face-to-face.
My bank lets me do everything online. I'm in their online education center, gonna land some financial aid for college.
But my bank treats me like family.
Oh, my bank has all the latest technology. I can even open up a new account online.
So where do you bank?
Bank of Zachary.
So do I.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
The Oshner LHSAA Prep Football Classic, the marquee event of the high school sports season, is coming to Yearview. 8 title games from December 7th to December 9th at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. You're not going to want to miss it, as we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of every touchdown and championship moment. The 2023 Prep Classic, brought to you by the LHSAA Network on Yearview.
28 all after 4 quarters of play is not enough for the Bank of Zachary Game of the Week here in Week 10. Garrett Walver, Derry Beckwith, and Spencer Barrett with you. Thanks for joining us on the LHSAA Network. This is not the first overtime game of the year for Catholic, but it's their first since Week 1 when they beat a pretty good Picayune, Mississippi team on the road. That game went double OT, Derry, 36-35, Catholic with the win.
2 weeks in a row, Garrett, we have seen phenomenal football games. As color analysts, you cannot ask for a better opportunity. Even fans at home watching this, this is outstanding. This is great for high school football, especially in the Baton Rouge area.
We'll have another coin toss at midfield. Dylan Durand as well as Ryan Ward will do the honors for Zachary. You mentioned it earlier, this is a great opportunity to kind of showcase what these teams can do, and whether it's Spangler or Beal for Catholic, we've seen some really good quarterback play. I'm excited for what this extra intermission holds.
Absolutely, both quarterbacks have done a phenomenal job of running these offenses, being under control. For Spangler, obviously that INT, which it did hit the ground, that's probably the only mistake tonight. Bill has been mistake-free as well, so this is a phenomenal game from both quarterbacks, Spangler and Bill.
You see Beal there and Barry Remo. Catholic, of course, the home team. The game hosted here at Memorial Stadium.
It is tails. What would you like?
offense first.
You would like defense. All right. Which end of the field would you like to play? All right, we're going to play on that 10. All right. So we'll go right here. You'll be on offense at the 10-yard line. So turn right here. You're back to the scoreboard. We'll choose this side of the field. Zachary has won the toss. All right. He's won the toss. Defense.
Your defense. Okay.
Deferred. All right. We'll start on defense.
Good luck, boys.
Hey, Zachary won the toss, decided to go on defense.
We're ready to get the overtime underway here at Memorial Stadium. Coach Brewerton's team not only trying to nail down a district title, but another undefeated regular season. The Broncos are 25 of their last 27 in regular season play. Their only losses coming against St. Aug and Catholic during that time period.
And this is where the summer camp and the all-season comes into a big play. How can you perform in the red zone offensively and defensively?
Catholic, of course, on offense first. Ball placed on the 10-yard line. Bradley Wright with a touchdown in motion. Beal calling for it. Here's Remo, right side, tripped up. That's Ethan Veal.
Great job by Ethan Veal coming upfield, making a shoestring tackle on Barry Remo. That is a hard tackle to make. Got around the blocks. Outstanding play by Ethan Veal.
You don't want Remo to get a full head of steam, and he was close, but a great tackle there by Veal. Ball remains at the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal inside the Cajun Industries red zone. Overtime between Zachary and Catholic if you've just joined us. That's Wright in motion, takes the handoff from Beal. He's over the 10, but stood up and driven back. Luke Wisham again. He's had a big game for the Broncos. There's a bear out on the field, slow to get up. The athletic training crew heads out to attend to him. Hudson Fuller in his very first season. Let's go down to Spencer Verrett with some comments from Coach Brewerton.
Guys, Coach Brewer, right before the start of overtime, said this is everything that they've worked for all summer, all season. It all comes down to basically this moment right here. He's wanting his Broncos to come out and set the tone, and they came out on defense so far. 2 good plays. Can they stop them here on 3rd down?
Excited to see what the defense for Zachary can do. Still a player being tended to at the 5-yard line. Zachary, one of the highest ranked teams in 5A, undefeated at 8-0. And Catholic now, after that forfeit win that they get against Warren Easton, they're 7-2 on the season. Both these teams undefeated in district play. Nice to see Winston Napoli, the senior right guard, up after the injury and walking off. He's there at the middle of your screen right by the 20.
If I'm Catholic High, I'm looking for Brooks Wright on this play.
Amari Clayton at the bottom of your screen. He's got good size at 6'2", 195. Here's 3rd and 9. Beal steps up, runs wide. He's got green grass in front of him. Touchdown, Catholic. Touchdown, Daniel Beal. Beal's 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
Great job by Daniel Beal. Obviously did not see nothing downfield. Had a lot of space. Stepped in the pocket. Runs it for the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh, he let him know. Touchdown number 2. Beal with 2 passing, now 2 rushing. Movement on the line and flags fly. That should back up Catholic. 5 yards. Dare, you won't believe this, but Daniel Beal on the season had 0 rushing touchdowns coming into week 10. He's got 2 tonight.
He saved the best for last. you don't want to have a false start in overtime, an extra point, because it's extremely crucial and critical that you execute this extra point, especially in overtime.
Zachary fans across the stadium from us, you can hear them from here. Block that kick. Here's Tanner Forbes. No question about that one. Catholic 35, Zachary 28. The Broncos will have a chance to answer, but before that, let's take another look at the run by Beal. There is a flag on the play. We'll hear from the officials after the extra point went through the uprights. Both teams are walking back to their sidelines. This could be on Zachary. If it's on Catholic, they could enforce it on the kickoff. Again, we'll hear from Marcia Cotton. Let's take a look in the replay, Derry.
So it looks like Zachary has been bringing pressure all night, but this time they only decided to rush 3 and drop 8. The problem is when you do that in the red zone, you're giving a lot of cushion and space for your running back to take off and run for the end zone. Exactly what he did.
Catholic sideline is going crazy. Coach Brewerton doesn't like the call on the personal foul. That's going to give him a 15-yard penalty that brings his attempt in overtime back to the 25-yard line.
So we're still trying to figure out what the personal foul was. It looks like Coach Brewerton, when he's talking to the ref, they called Zachary from jumping over the line of scrimmage on the extra point. Typically, you can't do that, so I think that's where the personal foul comes from, and Brewerton is extremely upset.
Zachary will have it on the right hash. And it's an uphill battle for them, Derry. First and goal from the 25 to keep their undefeated season alive.
And for Zachary, you don't have to get all the yards back in one play. Take your time, stick with the game plan, run the football on first down, and you don't have to panic. Stay controlled and stay within your system.
The official still conferring right around the 25-yard line. The Catholic High Bears in position to win their second overtime game of the season. Big moment for Zachary. Cameron Thomas, their power back, the senior, next to Hudson Spangler. Coach Brewerton still talking with one of the officials, and he calls back over Spangler. Zachary with one timeout remaining. This is an interesting situation, Derry. If we can see it on the replay, one of the players for Zachary may have been called for leaping.
So
here's the extra point attempt.
So it looks like we're on the extra point. That was the previous false start when they pushed them back.
Quick correction as Spangler and Zachary trying to get going here in overtime. It will be 1st and 10 from the 25. Backed up 15 yards. They'll need to get to the 15, and timeout called by Catholic and Coach Fuller. I like the call. Got himself a free look at the formation by Zachary. Now they'll try and adjust to it. We talked about Coach Brewerton playing for Catholic High and Coach Dale Weiner. Hudson Fuller played for the Cubs at the Lab School and was an all-district wide receiver twice for Coach Johnny Shoptaw. Later went on to Millsaps in Jackson for his college career. He's had a nice coaching career heading into getting the head gig at Catholic. He was, of course, at West Feliciana, took them to the semifinals. And the previous offensive coordinator for 3 years at Catholic, they made it to the Dome all 3 seasons. And are they looking at the rule book?
I think they are. I've never seen a rule book.
If you're showing the book to the ref, is the argument about whether it's a dead ball foul?
Can you call a timeout to get a review of the rule book?
And if the review goes in your way, do you get the timeout back? The ball currently sits at the 25-yard line, and the Zachary players, whatever momentum they had coming off the sideline, trying to equal the score that Catholic just had. I mean, it's going to be tough for them not to come out flat here. We're just chewing through clock. Coach Fuller has obviously made his case. No hard feelings.
It's always the first for everything, Garrett. I've never seen that.
The Catholic fans ready to cheer on their defense here. A game that was 7-7 at the half. Both sidelines doing a little chewing right now. I think David Brewerton's a little hot. Something that he saw that he doesn't think was called correctly. He certainly has the horses behind him to tie this ball game up. They've got 4 downs.
You can tell badly both these coaches want to win the football game. Obviously for Coach Fuller, this would be huge for him, especially his first year, to get a district championship and keep the tradition going for Catholic High football for being dominant over the past few years.
So they lay down the sticks. The call was made, 1st and goal from the 25. Cam Thomas rolls over the 25 and is brought down. Minimal gain for the senior. We'll have to get clarification after the game, Gary, but I think pulling out the rule book worked in Coach Fuller and Catholic's favor. They laid down the sticks.
It did, absolutely.
2 yards on the carry by Thomas. 2nd and 23. Bottom of the screen, Tradez Green. He already has 1 touchdown tonight. Will they throw it up for the big man? Spangler to Green. It hits the deck, almost intercepted. And that ball was intended for Jaden Cockrum. Catholic almost came up with their 3rd INT of the night.
Great job by Jacob Bradford on this play, breaking the ball up, breaking on the play, reading the quarterback eyes. Almost came with the interception into the football game.
Spangler, the senior, staring to the sidelines. It's 3rd and 23 for the Broncos. 4 wide sets. Spangler over the middle, and it's caught down to the 10-yard line. Losing his feet was Tradez Green, but he's got them in much better position now.
Right here they get Trey Green on the 12-yard dig route. Gets up in the air. Can't quite keep his footing. A little upset with himself. He felt like if he kept his footing, he would got some more yards to get closer to the end zone.
Timeout called, the final timeout by Zachary. Our game tonight brought to you by the Bank of Zachary on the LHSAA network. Bank of Zachary, community banking, that's banking the way you want. Our game also brought to you by Cajun Industry. We grow our people to grow our company. Both teams heading back out on the field. Trey Green, with his 6th catch of the ball game, brings it up to the 10-yard line. The final play of the game. Zachary has to get it 10 yards and into the end zone. Coach Brewerton talking with his quarterback for one final play.
It's important for Catholic High defense to know where they are on the field. When in the red zone like this, Garrett, you don't want to give up too much space as a defender. And for Zachary offense, I will find Trey Green and see where I can get him the football, especially with his frame.
4 wide set. Cam Thomas in the backfield. Corner of the end zone, throwing it up to Green. Intercepted! Catholic wins. The Bears are District 4 champions in 2023. Catholic wins 35-28 and knocks Zachary from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Great job by Bradford right there, winning the jump ball. The guys played phenomenal all night long. As a defensive back, you have to have a sharp memory. I know he gave that long touchdown to Trey Green, but he got it out of his memory, comes back and makes the huge play of the night and sends Catholic at home as district champs.
Jacob Bradford makes the play. The junior defensive back preserves the victory for the Catholic High Bears. Post-game rolls when we return on the Bank of Zachary Game of the Week here on the LHSAA Network.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Hey, you working through lunch? No, I'm applying for a mortgage from my bank. Why don't you just go in? My bank helped me through the entire process. It's convenient. I can get an approval in minutes. But there's so many mortgages out there. My bank helped me narrow it down, and they're local. My bank offers an online chat if I have any questions. So where is this bank? Right here, Bank of Zachary. That's my bank too.
At Bank of Zachary, you can bank the way you want to.
Cajun values family. We've been a family business for over 40 years, so we take a lot of pride in being a family-oriented company.
All of Cajun's values are born out of passion. Whether we're offering EPC, general construction, or specialty services, our customers have no doubt we will execute every job with safety, quality, and integrity.
The Oshner LHSAA Prep Football Classic, the marquee event of the high school sports season, is coming to Yearview. 8 title games from December 7th to December 9th at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. You're not going to want to miss it, as we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of every touchdown and championship moment. The 2023 Prep Classic, brought to you by the LHSAA Network on Yearview.
35-28, Catholic wins in overtime. For more, here's Spencer Verrett with Hudson Fuller.
Coach Fuller, I mean, Coach, talk about that win. I mean, it's got to feel special, right?
Yeah, just incredibly proud of the grit of our players, you know, and really from the whole year kind of preparing this for them for this moment, and then just showing up and believing and playing a 4-quarter game with incredible heart. You know, and just God's hand in everything that we're doing. You know, just love seeing the growth that these guys have had over the last few weeks. So.
Talk about your message you gave to your defense on that last drive there of overtime. I mean, I know were you looking at the rule book a little bit there for a second?
Yeah, I mean, and fortunately we got it worked out to where it started as first and goal. But you know, I mean, we talked all week about the opportunity, and you know, I just told them, hey, this is it. You know, this is your opportunity. Let's go take it and make it happen. So they did a great job.
Offense, you talked about at halftime, they needed to take advantage of those opportunities the defense were giving you. I mean, I think they did so. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah. I mean, second half definitely, you know, just gotten a lot better rhythm, and we were able to move the ball better, and just a testament to those guys that just sticking with it, not getting discouraged, and you know, making plays when they came their way.
Coach Fuller, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Coach. Hudson Fuller with a win against Zachary. Let's take a look at our play of the game, brought to you by Ronald Johnson Investments. Guess who?
Outstanding play by Daniel Beal, showing strength, showing determination and grit. Obviously, right, he's throwing a touchdown pass to right in the end zone. Another running touchdown, second of the night. Outstanding game by that young man, Daniel Beal.
2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Catholic with the win. Quick thoughts on this game and what it means for these two teams going into the postseason.
I think they are exactly where they want to be going to the playoffs. Great game for both teams, both programs, so they should be excited heading into the playoffs.
We have a chance to look at our final stats of the ball game. This one went overtime. Coach Fuller, of course, addressing his team here. You know, you had a team in Zachary that was 8-0. They were 46-4 in their last 50 district games. Catholic didn't blink. They came in, they'd lost 3 in a row earlier in the season, and still they came away with the win. This was a low-scoring game over the first 2 quarters, and then both teams just really turned it up to close us out.
They did. Obviously, came out the second half, both offenses got it going. Obviously, Catholic High made enough plays at the end to come out victorious.
These guys have all the momentum in the world heading into the 2023 postseason under Coach Fuller and his staff. I'm excited to see what Daniel Beal and company do. You saw a couple of touchdowns for the Wright brothers. Beal ran into himself. That's going to be a tough team for anybody to match up in the first couple rounds of the playoff.
Absolutely. We have a quarterback like Daniel Beal who's that physical, that tough, and that determined. You put yourself in a prime position to make a deep run into the playoffs.
Zachary, you're going to have to shake this one off quick, you know, and just get ready for the postseason. They know they're a talented team.
Absolutely. And a team that's not used to losing a lot like Zachary does, they're going to have to shake this one off, like you said, Garrett, move forward. And look, it's 0-0 headed to the playoffs, so they still have a lot to play for and can still accomplish all the goals that they want to accomplish.
There are a lot of sophomores and freshmen over the last 2 years. Both these teams won the 2021 state title in their divisions. You know they're hungry to try and finish it off right in 2023. Here are our final stats brought to you by Cajun Industries. Total yards, 397 for Zachary, just over 300 for Catholic. Penalties were not a major problem for these two teams. Look at the way Zachary dominated the time of possession, and yet probably left feeling like they could have put some more points on the board.
Absolutely. I think that's a credit to Catholic High as well, making big plays on offense, not keeping the ball that long. And look, it came out to down to a few plays, and obviously Daniel Beal, the ULL commit, made great plays down the stretch.
Our final stats brought to you by Cajun Industries. Remember, join the LHSAA network on Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Central, for the playoff brackets reveal. Big game for Beal, 206 yards, 2 touchdowns. He rushed in a pair as well, and Catholic wins their second overtime game of the year, beating undefeated Zachary, 35-28. For Spencer Verrett and Derry Beckwith and our entire production crew, I'm Garrett Walbert. This has been the Bank of Zachary Game of the Week on the LHSAA Network. Good finish.